men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Nunley and Fred Slow.
UConn, Arizona, Houston, Creighton.
Done? That's it?
Emory Rapid. That's who's going to the Final Four. We did it. It's over. We did it.
I can't hear you guys.
Why can't Amory hear us?
That's a bummer.
Let's get real creative on this.
Hey, Marie. Check 1, 2.
Oh, hey, Marie. What's
Hello.
up? Hey.
Hey.
You're there.
Look at that. Did you have to hit the on button?
No, it was on the whole time.
Oh, interesting.
Was it the monitor button?
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
Yeah. Did you hear me? Did you hear me say some of a swear word and then not finish saying it?
And then he dumped it.
I'll start over. It's Monday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means madness. That means absolute madness. Welcome to March, y'all. Sorry, Van. I said welcome to March, y'all.
It's been March for a minute. It's been March for 17 days and some change.
Hey, Mary, we do on location all the time. If anything goes on near us, Van will just forget there's a radio show. It is like he's staring at like a deer in the headlights of any movement aside from us.
The waitress came to our table. A lovely service here.
So he
obviously,
stopped talking
at
to the audience.
You were talking. And she was like holding up pieces of garlic bread, which is your favorite thing to order here, Sadie. Very weird, but still. A double order of garlic bread and holding it up like a magazine model, maybe, like a cover girl, like smiling ear to ear. It was adorable. Sorry for I'm enjoying life here at Sadie's.
It's all right. Just a lot of listeners out there, Van.
So you were saying?
No, it was you. I said it's March, and then you froze. Damn it.
It's been March for a while.
Keep going. Run with it.
17 days and some change.
It's going to be the most boring NCAA bracket of all time. Not even close.
That is a ice cold take.
No.
There are going to be upsets. It happens every single year. Obviously, my Houston Cougars are going all the way to win the championship. No doubt about that. But besides Houston's dominant, complete run all the way to the Final Four, and when they cut the nets for the championship, there's going to be some hiccups along the way, Fred.
No, there's not. I would be surprised if there's a single upset in this whole thing. I don't think there's enough talent across any of the boards. I think it's going to go it's going to go chalk. The entire thing is going to go chalk. The West Coast shouldn't even be excited. There's zero representation of teams that can do well in this thing off the West Coast. So forget them paying any sort of attention to this thing. It's only about Texas.
I mean, there hasn't been a West Coast champion in almost 30 years.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. In Arizona, it's probably their best bet. It's not even really on the coast. Like, I get it, but it's not even really a thing. This whole thing is Baylor. This whole thing is Houston. Like, that's what this thing is about.
I mean, I got Houston and UConn easily marching to the end of this thing. I think they're night and day the best two teams.
Purdue and Houston will be interesting in the Final Four.
I don't think Purdue's going to make it to the Final Four.
I don't feel that way at all.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get beat by probably the Zags, maybe Kansas. If Kansas is healthy, Kansas will beat Purdue.
What's that, Amory?
Purdue is they tend to do this. They should go to the Final Four. They should go to a national championship, but they always find a way to mess it up. Like losing to Wisconsin on Saturday.
I hear bet regret in Amory's voice right now.
It's
This
not
is
regret.
gambling remorse.
I don't bet on Purdue because they make me mad.
I mean, they're overrated.
They're not underrated, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Speaking of underrated, that was the Mountain West. The 6 teams are playing in March Madness in 2024 because New Mexico upset the world. I told you this. I didn't think they were in unless they won the whole thing. I thought Their bad losses were too bad, and I thought their quality wins were big enough. But the Lobos, for the first time in 10 years, man, so it's like a once-in-a-decade dealie for the Lobos, win the Mountain West. They're on to the tournament. It's the biggest deal. I'll spoil the Isham Dental soundbite of the day. It's Rob Portnoy. Like, I'll spoil it right now.
Sure.
Like, we're going to go to length on that. But it's the New Mexico Lobos, the San Diego State Aztecs, the Boise State Broncos, Utah State Aggies, Colorado State Rams, and the Nevada Wolfpack, as the Mountain West is not just represented, but it's represented as much as anyone except for the Big 12. And that is, I think, something important for a national eye. I think that's a really big deal. Now, the Rams have to play in a weird playing game, which we'll preview tomorrow, obviously. Right. But the Lobos, with that win over the weekend,
as do Boise State.
Sit in Fred's.
Boise State kind of got the shaft.
Did they?
You don't think?
I mean, there's a good chance of them not even making it, not even getting selected.
There's no doubt I'm going to talk about this on the preview show on Wednesday, but the no selling the reaction, because you said they almost didn't get in.
Yeah.
They thought they were number 8 seed for some dumb reason.
Mm-hmm.
They had bought into the hype from who? Like, and that's the thing I was trying to tell a Lobo fan. I was like, don't let anyone else put you in. Put yourself in.
Right.
Boise State and Colorado State had an opportunity to put themselves in, and they didn't do it because the Lobos whooped on them.
Yeah.
They whooped on them.
Lobos also whooped on 5 seed San Diego State.
Yeah.
That is straight shade from the committee right there. Lobos winning the Mountain West tournament, dominating San Diego State. And San Diego State is 6 spots higher than the Lobos. That is wild.
I don't care about states. I don't care about or states. Excuse me. I don't care about seats. Get in the mix. Like, there's no team in this thing that is so significantly better. There's no standout athlete. What's that, Amory?
Jake Cassio's in studio.
Oh, he's a really nice guy.
Oh, we love Jake.
There is no, in my opinion, option or opportunity for a team to go, hey, we're that much better than everyone else. Glide. Now, I'm telling you, the teams at the bottom aren't good. Like, they're not. Like, these 16s are as bad as I've seen 16s. These 15s are not going to upset 2s. Like, if the Lobos get an upset at number 11, that's going to be not based off their opponent. That's going to be based off their momentum. Like, I don't think the seeding super matters, except for the regional part, like what region you're in of the country. But the number, miss me. I
mean, it obviously doesn't matter because I think that the Lobos will end up being favorites against Clemson.
They are.
The Lobos,
I think
they currently are.
Yeah.
A point and a half? What do they got?
Yeah, it's like a point and a half.
Yeah, I figured they'd be a point and a half favorites, like not depending on seeding whatsoever. But it only really matters because Lobos have one extremely winnable game, and then it's going to get really challenging from there. And that's why seeding matters. Because if you're 11, then you got to go up against a 4 in the next round. And who they got? No, excuse me, a 3. If Baylor handles business and beats the toothpaste company, then they got to play a 3. It's Colgate. Yeah, it's Colgate. Then they got to play a 3. As opposed to San Diego State, if and when they win, it's a 4 or a 13. Like, it really matters.
The difference for the Lobos, I mean, now fan is talking about the Lobo. The Lobos are going to end up on weird top 3 or 5 teams to make a run in the NCAA tournament. Poise. You're going to get a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the Lobo hasn't really dealt with that. The Lobo, and I mean the athlete, I don't mean the fan base. Because the fan base is sat on their weird, biased, Mountain West style articles all season long with false inflation, as I do, which I guess isn't true because 6 of these teams are in the tournament. But now they're not the scrappy underdog. They're not the looking up against gigantic odds. They won the conference that has the second most amount of teams in the thing. They should beat a bunch of people in the postseason. This should be the year that they come out of the West region. Did you hear what I just said? If the Lobos came out of the West region, number one, put money on it today because I think it's plus 1,500.
Oh, it's minus 2 now. -2, my bad.
The spread. But still, Like, I'm not telling you to go out there and see who claim the ship. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying this is an Elite Eight year. Look at them. That's an Elite Eight team. If they don't get in their own way, which is the only thing I've seen them fail all year at.
Baylor is a fantastic program. They got some legit NBA players on that team. So, I mean, if New Mexico handles business against Clemson, which they should, that's a rough second game against Baylor. Anybody's beatable in this tournament. There's only to me, it seems like the Houston Cougars and the UConn Huskies are like the two teams, like far and away better than everyone else this year, running away. But besides that, everyone looked like a 4 or 5 seed. But Baylor, that's a tough draw in the second round going up against New Mexico. I do think New Mexico's going to win the first game. For whatever reason, Clemson got a 6 seed, New Mexico's 11. I could buy into seeding doesn't matter if you're somewhere in between 3 and 4 and 10 and 11, because these teams are all on par. Keep in mind, New Mexico has been ranked in the top 40, top 35 this whole season. So, I mean, they got some national respect, but they got disrespected with that 11 seed from the NCAA committee.
Good start to the program. Obviously, we're going to recap more the Lobo win over the weekend. We're going to preview the NCAA tournament as a whole. It's a weird week for us, just us today for a full show. 2 short little 30-minute bangers tomorrow and the next day, and then it's NCAA basketball all freaking weekend long. We're going to primarily talk about the tournament bracket as we see it as it relates to the money. We got some fun guests today. Greg Hall's going to join us at 6 o'clock, the mayor of Rio Rancho. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll hang out with him. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some afternoon guests. David Weesey Carl set us up at the United. He is just tremendous. So we're going to bring their guests in, a couple hosts of a new podcast. So we'll talk today. That'll be a thing. And then at the end of all days, we will have our very early, way too early tournament bracket predictions for everyone. So it's going to be a good one. We're live at Sadie's because we couldn't be here on Thursday. Also, our Isham soundbite of the day. And somehow we'll sneak in an I-9 varsity. It's coming on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare.
Claire, you guys good?
No, so I got to
Presented by
reset this thing. I
Garcia
got a ting
Automotive.
in my headphones.
By Fresh Cut Daffodils
let me
at
kill this real
Pop-Up
quick,
Shop.
and then Cassio's
20
computer
seconds.
is giving
Find
us
the
some sort of
locations
echo.
at
It's done this before.
phs.org.
Ask him to
This
figure that
report
shit
brought
out.
to you by Presbyterian Health Nation's Daffodil Days.
This thing's frozen. Test 1, test 2. Oh, that's way better.
E-Trap.
Madness is coming.
And 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal, has a million reasons to fill out a bracket with us. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Brought to you by Sandia Resort and Casino. Close to home, far from ordinary.
For the win!
Brush up on your college basketball picks and fill out your $1 Million Bracket on sportsanimalabq.com.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6580. That's 800-583-6580.
Prescriptions require online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but it's 5% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. To move closer to family, live within a smaller budget, or just wanting a change of scenery. Whatever, having to figure out all the various housing market trends in your area may not be what you signed up for. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in. Realtors have the expertise to help you find the right price and navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except a stuffy nose. Mommy. That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone.
All right.
Should be better
Is
now.
she?
Sounds better on our
Yeah.
end.
Okay, good. Jake's on his way.
That's
Is directed, keep out of reach of children.
Join the professional bull riders and the legendary Ty Murray, March 22nd through the 24th at the Pit for the PBR Ty Murray Invitational. Don't miss the world's rankest bulls go hoof to spur against boys when PBR bucks into town. Tickets on sale now at golobos.com. The PBR Ty Murray Invitational, March 22nd through 24th at the Pit. Get your tickets today.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to
come back 45.
I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
A lot happened between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's where the expertise of a real...
Here, let me double check.
The National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics.
No news
Because
articles
that's
when if they made like
who we are.
Okay, it's the second best way to wake up. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and
Mike's hot.
Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
There's pen to pad, there's word to mic, dear listener.
Back live at Sadie's. Sam and Elliot are going to join us in just a little bit. That'll be a lot of fun.
Unseal the envelope. Mail order
Where'd you watch the basketball game this weekend, Ben?
A little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
But the game, the championship game, had our friends at Rio Bravo Brewing Company, brother.
Oh, okay. A lot of friends of the show up?
It was packed in there, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
That place was absolutely rocking.
My Saturday was wild. I was part of the Youth of the Year scholarship program for the Boys and Girls Club. So I went out there and did a bunch of work with them. It was a lot of fun. Then there was a fun banquet dinner that night. And by the time we get to the award ceremony, the dinner, the only talk in the building is the score of the Lobos game. And there was a point, I guess, late in the game, and I wasn't watching it. There was a point late in the game where it was tied up.
Right.
And everyone, kind of collectively, and I think I've talked to you about this before, there's something lost about everyone watching it on their phone. There's something lost about everyone getting it at their own pace, which has kind of ruined live sports for me. But yeah, so everyone's going, whenever the Lobos start to pull away. And it was, just a really cool thing, a really exciting moment. I was just weirded out, I guess, because no one knew how to react. It was like all these people, Van, fans of the Lobos, fans of men's Lobos basketball team, all these like regular conversations we had heard for years about how the greatness of the team and this and that. No one could remember what it was like for this team to win. Like, kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a cool minute. Like, we've had some good moments, but the last two coaching staffs kind of had a little downturn here for this program. But Lobo fan is going to be passionate no matter what. I mean, Lobo fan packs the pit no matter what, win or lose. They're going to be fans no matter what. And the energy at Rio Bravo when I was watching the game was legit palpable. Like, there was a buzz in the air. Like, not only like, can we do it, we're going to do it. I mean, the ultimate, eternal positivity from Lobo fan. I mean, we get football. I get it. Haven't had football success in quite some time. A lot of bandwagon fans, fair weather fans. But Lobo basketball, when they're doing well, it's the best show in town.
Yeah, but it has been so long. That's what I'm saying. Like, I believe it's the best show in town. You know what I've never seen? It is the best show in town. I've been here 7 years. You know what they've done in 7 years? You're right. That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and, for this team to be in a position now and no offense, Lobo fan, no offense, Lobo fan, my team's not ranked high enough. No offense, Lobo fan, my team's not seated correctly. Here's the thing. Your team is in.
Yeah.
There would only be 5 Mountain West teams if the Lobos didn't win the tournament.
Exactly 10 years.
And this Indiana State would be in. Indiana State would be in the tournament if the Lobos had not won the Mountain West tournament.
Well, I mean, that's one way to look at it. I mean, a lot of other dominoes would have had to fall. I mean, talking about Indiana State, that was dumb leaving them out. Like, Milk Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is must TV.
I mean, I like the story. I like that people are saying that now at the end that he's been cheated. As I sit here as a college basketball fan all year long, I don't know about him. I mean, I get it. It's fun. He's big and he's white and he plays at the school Larry Bird played at. Like, I get it. But it's a team that was ranked very high. It's a team that, and all these new metrics, like, I'm not trying to be old man slow. What is net? What are all these things where you tell me, not net's like you shoot a basketball through.
Right.
Like, what are all these things where it's only games that, it's only games where your opponent is ranked in a specific region of their time. And you're like, what are you going on about? Like, just beat the teams in front of you. Put every team with 25 wins in. Just do that.
Well, this happens every year. There's always snubs. But usually, like, in the age of social media, like, you want the guy to create the most buzz. And Indiana State has that guy.
This is so I'm looking at it here because we were spending kind of most of the morning talking about the Lady Lobos and how they got no love in the tournament, and
right.
it's probably this net rating because they finished second in the Mountain West, like standing wise. Obviously the end of the year tournament is what the end of the year tournament is, but net's the new one. What's the new one? It's like, what are we just creating? Fake numbers to tell the narrative we want to tell. This isn't NCAA college football playoff. Like, we don't need that. We have 64 opportunities. Like, just put the right 68 teams in for 64 spots.
I mean, regardless of regular season success, regardless of their net or their ranking or whatever, they lost in the first round of their own tournament when they were big time favorites. Like, that's to be said. Like, it's less of a snub if you go out in the first round of your own tournament where you're a favorite.
Well, and, here's the thing, too, and I'll be that guy with the university because I've kind of been on the university very much lately. The university didn't expect the women's basketball team to be good. They did not expect them to win. They expected them to have a ton of turnover. They didn't get the push that they needed. PBR is this weekend. You can't host a regional in Albuquerque for the women because you scheduled PBR. They don't schedule that a month out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how little faith the university had that their team would be playing in a women's regional or NIT because you could put that stuff here. You could do that with the girls.
Right.
University did not believe, did not care. Let's have Kickstart Murray come in and what's that cat's name? You know who I'm talking about. The only guy
Ty
Murray. There you go.
Yeah. His pronouns are he and haw.
Okay.
Like, let's have him in to do some bull riding, because that's how little this university believed that the women would get there. They didn't get there.
Well, my understanding is the Pitt isn't even equipped to host NCAA tournaments anyways.
I can do the women.
The women? It's okay for the women, not the men?
Promise.
Okay. That I did not know. You seem confident. I'm not sure.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's less of a snub. If they make an actual run in their tournament, then I'm pretty sure they're in with the season they had.
I'm saying you can't get into the NIT or the BIT or whatever that other thing is if you don't have a court for your team to play on.
Right on.
They zero faith. I'm embarrassed. Hey,
well, what's going to make more money, the PBR weekend at the Pit or one Lady Lobos game?
On them beer sales.
Yeah. You sell more commercials. You got more corporate sponsors. You get more people out to the Pit.
Yep.
You probably have more people tailgating the PBR than you do Lady Lobos.
And for a lot of fans in town, one PBR event is more than more Lady Lobo games they went to.
That's pretty accurate, too.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I'm just saying they deserve support. That's all I'm trying to get to. They got good athletes. Give student athletes support. UNM. Do it. Give them opportunity to shine. PBR. Also, I'm not trying to be this guy. Does that belong at Tingley? Am I being stupid?
Does it not fit? Oh, I know why. Because the cows won't run away because they're in a bowl. They can't go up the ramp. That's why. Their hooves will slide on the ramp.
Do you believe it's cows or bulls?
Isn't a bull a cow?
I actually don't have the answer to that. I'm going to say no. I don't know. Like, I'm not joking. A bison, I think.
A bull is just a male cow. It's like not a different animal.
Oh, I thought cow meant female.
Okay.
I don't really know.
That would be a heifer. A heifer.
No, I think a heifer is a cow that hasn't birthed yet.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's different.
So now you have all this intimate cow knowledge.
Well, I do know that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I played Jeopardy before. I'm just saying, I just want support. Like, I'm not trying to be the guy that's always anti-whatever, but sometimes you can look at dominoes and see why they are or aren't falling. The women there wasn't a confidence they were going to get there. That sucks.
All right. According to the interwebs,
yeah,
you were correct. Females who haven't given birth to offspring are called heifers.
I just said that.
Mature females who have given birth to at least one calf are known as cows.
Yeah.
Males are bulls unless they are castrated, in which they are known as steers.
I would have got that.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm Ty Murray.
My goodness.
Did you hear my he and haw joke?
That was good.
That's the only cowboy transgender joke that I have.
Are there more?
I don't know. I do not know. Oh, gosh. Some of the blue bloods are there. We're going to talk about them at length. Obviously, a whole bunch of lower seeds favored over higher seeds, which is an incredible thing. But before I'll do that, we come back with our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. It's 2 Men On Live from Sadie's on a Monday, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Boo! Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's, powered through your spring.
Hello?
Hello.
I don't have the soundbite.
What's that?
I don't have the soundbite.
Oh, I thought it came through. I'm so sorry.
Leaf blower
It's
or
in the
mower
group
kit.
text.
Get one select 56.
Hey, hold on. Oh. Audio. Okay, you sent me 2. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. Hold
Thank
on.
you.
Book traffic right now. A new crash to tell you about. It is northbound I-25. It's between Cesar Chavez and Lead Coal. Watch yourself going through there. Westbound on I-40 right now. 2nd Street to Coors. Traffic moving a bit slow there. Also dealing with slowdowns. Southbound I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery. Starting to see slowdowns as you approach 2nd Street. They're going to last until the river. And westbound on Montano between Rio Grande and Coors. Traffic moving a bit slow there as well.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe.
The Sandia Peak Tram and 10-3 are officially open again and ready to elevate your experience. Soak up the scenic views you've been missing and treat your taste buds at 10-3 up on the mountain. Whether you're hungry for a good experience or just hungry, they've got SandiaPeak.com or 10-3 Tram to purchase tickets or book your reservation today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
So yesterday, the Steelers traded a very talented Dave Johnson to Carolina for an okay cornerback. And they also spent a fortune on a linebacker Patrick Queen. At this point, if you can't figure out it's the Steelers, you're not paying attention. This is what they are with Mike Tomlin.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the brand, has a range of non-habit forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Uses directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants and stuff.
She needs a construction manager to
Hey,
build on
we're
her
gonna
roots
go
and
kind
grow.
of short in this segment, and then our last segment's gonna be a little longer.
I have the sound bites. Okay, do you want them to combine together, or are you gonna call for them separately?
Schedule and conduct virtual interviews.
Separate,
all
I
from
guess.
your board. Visit
I'll call
Indeed.com/credit.
Ready.
You're the
Job.
best.
Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm attorney Noe Valles. We are here to fight for you. If you have been injured or lost a loved one in a major accident, you want experienced injury attorneys on your side. We have over 30 years of experience handling personal injury cases. Visit us today at gbilaw.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or while taking, you may bruise more easily or take long. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Hey, it's Jeff Sim. It's Animal March 21st and 22nd at Document Solutions.
That's a commercial.
March
my bad.
Well,
5 seconds.
Operations with their innovative solutions designed for. Let DSI take a health checkup of your business and explore new possibilities together. DSI, the heartbeat of your business. Visit DSINM.com to learn more about their March to Madness event. But hurry, space is limited.
What's up, folks? Anthony Armstrong here, Bob Papa, along with Super Bowl champion Carl Banks.
Hey, NFL fans. This is Solomon Wilcox, former NFL safety and host of the Believe in Bengals podcast. Catch my show and all 32 Believe NFL podcasts. Listen in to former players give their inside perspective on your favorite team. Search Believe, that's BLEAV, on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcast. It's always football season, wherever you
We're
listen.
good with these guys.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Tuesday on the opening.
Here we go,
I'm not
Chief.
sure you heard, but this town's going nuts. The Lobos are in the NCAA.
Throw that on. Let's go.
Mike's hot.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Sadie's. We're, of course, on 4th. A whole bunch of friends of the show are here now. So if you want to drink beers with people you pseudo know, you can come do that.
Every Sadie's is the best Sadie's, but we're not at every Sadie's.
No, we're only at this one. That is correct. David Weesey-Carl is here. Also, Jake Cassio here will be joining us at the 5 o'clock hour. But he said he just couldn't muster it until he had a Dos Equis.
Smart.
That's what he said. Sam and Elliot will also be joining us here in just a handful of minutes. So we'll talk today at length about Something More Human, which is a cool project they're working on. If you enjoy the medium of audio, Van, we will put it in your ears.
Hey, that's what we do.
Speaking of audio, the Isham Dental soundbite of the day. Scream.
He'll go with 7. He refuses it. Down the rails. Through contact, they got it. Kinsburn in, 1 for Jalen. House with 27. And Pit West erupts in Las Vegas.
Sweet that Rob calls it the Pit West.
Yeah, it does.
That was the dagger call from over the weekend from one Rob Portnoy, as he was telling you how the Lobos are better than everyone else in the Mountain West. And if you say otherwise, legally, I'm allowed to smack you across the mouth.
Whoa. Who is your personal representation? I want them to be on my legal
Scott
team.
Isham of Isham Dental, 505-881-0422. You can reach out to Scott at ishamdentalabq.com. Do the sign up right there. They got that free exam, free x-rays. All it takes is your name and your phone number, and they will call you. That's it, man. That's the whole deal.
I'll tell you what, brother, that Rob Portnoy is a unique talent. We are very lucky to have him, and I am happy for the men's basketball team, but I am especially happy for Rob Portnoy for getting to make that call.
Well, he's so nice. He did it twice. A. Marie, our second Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
Bird catches at the top. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. To the left wing. Tough 3 ball by Waters. No good. Liddy rebounds. Fires to Butler. Right corner 3. Short. Rebound Mashburn. And that'll do it.
Oh, cool.
Mashburn throws the basketball.
No, hold on
to
there. I
the
think
ceiling
forever.
at the Thomas and Mack Center. And New Mexico celebrates its first Mountain West Tournament championship in a decade.
I don't-
The Lobos are going to the big dance. The NCAA tournament is next. Lobos 68, San Diego State 61. Final at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas.
Fred, you said it, but that's the exact first thing I thought. The second the clock expired, it's like, Mash, don't throw the ball.
Oh, don't throw it.
Keep
Hold
that
it.
forever.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Oh, my goodness.
You put one hand on the bottom and you put one hand on the top. And you say, mine, 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 mine. And you don't even let them use it for the next game. Like it's, well, wait, there's not a next
There's
game.
not a next
'Cause
game,
the Lobos
baby.
won the Mountain West tournament, and they were so incredibly impressive for the exact right time of the year. They get a chance to play in the NCAA tournament and miss me with, it was better when the Lobos used to be the best. The Lobos this, a player I can name from the early 2000s or 90s or 80s, or this is it. This is the one. This is the team you get behind forever to celebrate and give them that support. And shut up about rankings. Shut up about net rankings. The only nets I care about are the ones that they cut down in Las Vegas when they won the Mountain West tournament.
Again, I am so happy for Rob Portnoy to get to make that call.
Yeah,
He
he's
is an
awesome.
absolute dude. He deserves it. He's one of the best in the biz, and we're super happy for him. As far as the Lobos go, what a performance.
Yeah.
Like Mashburn, like he shook the flu. I guess much like, other superhuman powers, he passed his flu on to Donovan Dent, and he came back healthy, and he had a hell of a game. But the MVP of the tournament, MVP of the Lobos, is obviously Jalen House. What a crusher.
Back-to-back Isham soundbites of the day, 505-881-0422. Reach out to Isham Dental. You know how they do it, man. $550 per arch, $900 per sec, free x-rays consultation, and now accepting Medicaid. That's plan A and B. Whenever we get back from the break, we got some fun guests, man. New friends of the show. Sam and Elliott are here.
All right.
Not one person.
Not Sam Elliott.
Not Sam Elliott.
Not from Roadhouse.
Not from
the Big Lebowski.
Not from
Tombstone.
Not from
Tapped Out.
2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, live from Sadie's on 4th, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by
Thank you.
Discover. Did you know Discover wants everyone to feel special? That's why with your Discover card, you have access to 24/7 customer service, as well as $0 fraud liability, which means you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases. Learn more at discover.com. Limitations apply.
Traffic right now, we do have crash plans going on northbound I-25 between Cesar Chavez and Lead Cole. Watch yourself going through on I-40 right now between the interchange and course traffic moving a bit slow there. Southbound on I-25 right now, Osuna to Comanche.
got a lot of
traffic
listeners. It's
moving
great.
slow
Yeah, it's a
there.
weird
Also
thing.
seeing more
All right, give me your ABCs.
on
ABC,
Paseo. Those are going to start at
DEF.
I-25.
Can I touch you?
Of course, please, yeah.
River. Westbound on Montano right
All
now.
right, one more time.
between
And
Rio
give me
Grande
your regular
and
voice,
Coors.
not your
Traffic moving
not your
slow.
ASMR sexy
Not-
podcast voice.
This
Not my
report
radio
brought
voice.
by the Albuquerque
Do your
Journal.
ABCs.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business.
What, baby?
Local answers.
ABC,
The most reliable.
G, HIJ.
All right, I don't hate that.
I'm Sam.
Yep.
Taxes,
Elliot.
crime, energy, transportation.
HIJK.
Good.
Cool. And then
Subscribe
what we're
at
going to do, so I listened to a bunch of
bbqjournal.com.
your stuff,
If you see an
What we're gonna
accident,
do
call
is
the
just
traffic
ask you to bring
tracker
more
hotline
heat
at
to start.
767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class,
I
local
was noticing.
style. I'm Michael Carlisle,
Do that.
the OKKOB Traffic Center.
Sweet.
This is Zach Gelb with CBS Sportsman. Caleb Williams will be the first pick of the draft in Chicago. Daniel Jeremiah recently told me he thinks it's more
I would
likely
hit
that the
record, yeah.
Commanders would trade back at 2
I think
than the Patriots at 3.
I don't know how much
think
I
either
closer
the
I can
Commanders
switch
or
you,
Pats
you can
will trade back.
in
though.
this way
So
a
that
little
means
bit.
3 quarterback. And then all eyes will be on the Cardinals. Will they trade the 4th pick to a team like Minnesota looking to snag a QB, or will Arizona
Yeah,
keep
that
it
makes
and
sense.
select Marvin Harrison Jr.? I'm Zach Gelb.
Every year in March, 68 teams come together, all looking for one thing. To be NCAA basketball's top team.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
It's the madness.
For the win!
Albuquerque's home for the Final
Make it on
Four
camera?
and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM. And
So you really,
AM610.
you really don't think the Lobos have a chance to be Baylor? I know one game at a time.
Has been a New
No?
Mexico favorite since 1952.
Too
They
big?
use the best ingredients, like their very own hatch green beef patties, and they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Burger, the first there was, the best there is.
I didn't ask to be
What was-
thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do it again
One
for
in
sure.
10
Yeah.
Young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask
What's
to
that?
be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
That's not too
providing
bad.
hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just want to help me succeed and succeed.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Yeah, thanks. A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a
I was
realtor
gonna,
can do for you. Realtors are
edit
members of
this
the
real
National
quick.
Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics. Because that's
Safety Tavian Combs. Whether I'm on the football field or at Everguard
How much
Roofing
time
and
do we
Solar,
have?
I believe
In 15 seconds.
I'm just gonna
New
post this real
Mexico.
quick.
Why I choose Everguard? It's
Oh my gosh.
straightforward.
A minute 15.
Oh,
Oh, a minute. I was like, oh
I've
gosh.
taken immense pride in being a part of the Everguard team. In need of a reliable roof or considering solar, call
K&M.
505-821.
They're the boys are at Talk ABQ.
EverguardRoofing.com
What's that,
today.
I was telling them what your social media was.
Be honest. When you fly out of town, you want things to go smoothly.
Two men?
That happens
So
when you
that's-
start at
At Talk
ABQ.
Easy. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. You get
Talk
picked up
ABQ.
at your vehicle,
And then
dropped
the
off
name
at
of our
the
show is
terminal
called
door,
Women
and your
on-
Yeah.
bags are
That's
unloaded for you. That's convenient. And you get all of that starting at just
You guys don't put your
$4.95
last
per
name
day.
out there,
It's
it's not, like,
14
available
bucks to park in the
It
Sunport
is?
garage. Take exit
It's not
221
easily
off
available.
I-25
Oh,
to the
okay.
Sunport.
Noted.
Then take the first
Archuleta.
right to
Sorry,
airport
last
parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
Winter outside.
It's not on your podcast
Inside,
stuff, but it's on
cozy and
something
comfy.
called Yitzy Wiener.
Summer outside.
Yitzy Wiener.
Oh, we were featured an
Inside,
interview in
cool and
Authority
refreshing.
magazine. That's the writer.
Enchanted Mechanical keeps
Yitzy
Mother Nature
Wieners?
where
Is his
she
last name
belongs.
really? Is that his full name?
Enchanted
Yitzy Wiener?
Mechanical is
Looking right at it.
That's incredible.
Energy efficient heating and air conditioning
He's the
system
editor.
to save you money.
So when
and
you
keep
search
your
our name,
house
the
at
first thing that
perfect
pops up that
temperature
you'll
all
see
year.
is
Right
Yitzy
now, a new
Wiener.
No,
furnace is
it's way down there,
$500
but
off.
I
4
look for it.
pages, $29 for a
I think
furnace
we should
tune-up. Is your
be
system
putting
safe?
something more
Call
human
Heating
with
and Cooling
salmon at
Doctor
Archuleta.
3214.
It sounds like.
Visit enchantedmechanicalAM.com.
The Jerome Show.
I mean, I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on
Mike is hot.
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back live at Sadie's on 4th on a Monday?
Monday. Say what?
Say what?
What?
We got some special guys. Sam and Elliot Archuleta joining us
Hey.
on the program. Welcome to the show, guys. They're the host of something that's real neat, man. Something that's real cool, but it's something more human. You can get that on Apple, Spotify, wherever you grab your podcast. Go grab your podcast. Welcome back home, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You know Van, VPDWC, Vice President David Weasley
Sure.
Carl of the New Mexico United. So he calls us today and he says, hey, two cats that I think are doing a really good job telling stories and working in the industry of audio are back in town, and they're excited to talk about a project they're working on. And we said, come on down to Sadie's on 4th. So Sam and Elliot, tell us a little bit about what's going on in your world.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're Albuquerque natives. We launched a podcast in November called Something More Human. And in just a few months, have launched into the top 3% of podcasts globally. And we're all about human connection. So there's only so much you do on the air. We're here in person with you all down at Sadie's. So we wanted to do the same thing. We're launching a series of in-person events. The first one's downtown Albuquerque, April 19th. We're in partnership with Fusion and Novel Point Coffee. So we're really excited to just come together, be in the space. It's going to be super, super fun. Lots of vendors, friends, new, old people we haven't met.
Yeah, the angle is a phone-free experience. So we're really trying to just give people an excuse to get off their phones, come somewhere in public and mingle and have a really great time. There's going to be some comedy, complimentary with the ticket purchase, charcuterie, mocktails, pastries, craft coffee from a bunch of different vendors in Albuquerque. So we're pretty stoked.
Shout out to friend of the show, Dennis from Fusion.
Let's go.
What up, Den? And Den the bomb.
Here we go.
That is great.
We love Dennis. Yeah, we appreciate him.
Before we get into this event a little more, tell the friends of the show about your podcast and what they could expect.
Absolutely. So post-pandemic, we're all feeling a little bit of that social anxiety, right? Our social skills have atrophied.
I've never thrived more.
And so what we're really doing is a return to true connection. So like Elliot said, we're really trying to inspire folks to get out there, meet people, strike up conversation with a stranger. How do you make friends as an adult? We're married. We talk a little bit about love, breakups, getting out there in the world. So people can expect all things human connection from us.
Yeah, we the first month that we launched the podcast in November, we got featured twice in Apple Podcasts and, got launched up there right away. And so we knew that we were onto something. And like I said, like Sam has been saying, we're all about human connection, and you can only do so much of that on a podcast, So this is why we created the event. We wanted to meet all these people in real life. So that's what we're doing.
Well, and I'm really sorry you're not going to be able to meet any of the men Lobos basketball team.
Man,
you guys are here. That sucks because they're going to be out playing in the NCAA tournament, beating everyone on their way to not just win the West, but then the national championship.
Yeah.
Oh, Elliot is scheming. How do I get to Memphis?
Did you see all the tickets to Memphis are sold out like that?
The flights.
The flights are sold out. Couldn't find one.
To Memphis? I mean, just fly to St. Louis, drive down.
I guess I could do that.
I mean, call it done.
I guess I didn't think about that. What's that drive?
About 4 hours. You can
Okay.
make it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here's the
drive
idea.
drive the 13 from here.
Get a caravan of Lobo fans and just drive out there.
There you
Lobos
go.
travel.
We're thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
I don't hate that.
Driving shifts.
Yeah. Well, and also you mentioned November, but now you're industry, so you can basically just get them for free. So just show up.
There's potential.
Yeah. Say, listen, hey, it's me, Elliot Archuleta. You recognize my hat. And then they'll let you in. I mean, that's the whole plan.
You guys got the Patino plug, or?
Dude, it's so interesting you say that. You don't need it. You're industry.
I know.
It changes the whole game. There's not a WrestleMania I can't walk into. Sam and Elliot joining us. They got a cool project. They got a cool podcast, Something More Human. You're back in town. Who needs to come out? Who needs to hang with you guys at your event? When is it?
It is April 19th, 6 to 9 p.m.
Nice.
Novel Point Coffee and Fusion, that First and Lomas location. Anybody can come. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your friends are.
It is a Friday,
It's a
6
Friday.
to 9. Anyone that's looking for an excuse to get off their phone and maybe get a little bit out of their comfort zone, that's what we want there. We want everybody there, but that's specifically someone like that.
Now, Van, can you handle 419? I know you spend the whole day prepping for
naturally
prepping for 4.
Well, we will.
And
we will be doing some pre-gaming 419 after the event. There'll be probably some beers at Flock of Moons.
Yep,
for an after party, so you can pre-game on the 19th.
Pre and post game.
Sure, yeah.
How long you guys been in Denver?
Almost a year.
Okay. Have you
back
found
all the time?
And you're a Lobo alum, right?
Yes.
You and him. Okay.
Both of us.
Are there a Lobo contingent? Is there a fan base? Is there a bar you can go to? Is there supporters? What?
Not that I know of yet.
Yeah.
No.
But now you're looking harder because they'll all come out of the woodwork.
I would hope so, yes. But the answer, that's why, that's kind of why I came down to watch some games with my buds.
I love that.
Watch the game. So
that's so sweet. Do you keep like a supporter text thread though with all your buddies? Is there like a hey, make this bet, or like a hey, I heard this kind of thing in your world?
Yeah, there's a few guys I talk to quite often, almost every single day about the Lobos. Chris drove out before they even beat Colorado State, hoping they would beat Colorado State to go to Vegas. So we drove out to Vegas before they even beat Colorado State.
Nice.
Then he got there, he won, they won, the Lobos won. The next day he sends me a photo from Vegas. He won $2,200 in the slot machine. So shout out to
It's
Chris.
a good trip.
Okay, this is wild.
Paid for the trip.
You guys aren't going to believe this. So A. Marie just sent us in the production thread. So she says she got this from a friend of the show. UNM men's basketball Lobo bus trip to Memphis.
Let's go.
$895 per person. That's with double occupancy, or $1,200 for single room, or $500. Find your own accommodations.
Okay.
Yes. Also,
Okay.
let me tell you about Memphis. Be real careful.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. The West Side's not it. Do not go to the West Side.
Where were you at when you went to Memphis? You remember? Jenna,
Well,
was it fine?
I was doing a consulting gig, so I went and stayed in a hotel.
Okay. It was,
And I got to watch ducks go through the lobby of a hotel. It was amazing.
but it was pretty safe where you were.
That whole situation,
Luckily,
man,
thankfully.
it sounds pretty foul.
Also, isn't Clemson pretty darn close to Memphis? Am I wrong, or
So this-
isn't it pretty
Clemson
close?
is Alabama.
It is close.
Tell me you grew up in the west part of the country without telling me you grew up in the west.
Well, I was actually born in Miami, but yeah, I did grow up here. So
Sam and Elliot joining us from Something More Human, talking a little bit about the weekend, the Lobo weekend. You guys play sports in college, anything of that nature?
too short.
Yeah.
I ran track in high school.
There you go.
I did hurdles 1 year.
So
Got
what-
third place at state, and then that was it.
Where's
I
that?
didn't even know that.
Where's that medal at?
Oh, it's in a closet somewhere. Shout out Sandia.
Do you seriously? I didn't know that.
I
I learned
did.
something new about you.
Well,
Yeah.
not because I was exceptional at hurdles, but because not very many girls ran hurdles.
Still, it
But
counts.
that third's third.
I played varsity golf for Valley, and it was terrible. But no college sports, sadly.
Where are your high school letters at, man?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I honestly have no clue.
My-
What I did, I was unpacking some like a little memory box.
Yeah.
That my loving, beautiful mother delivered to
Yeah,
me.
she's the best.
And I found a senior mug. Like I had a mug that I completely forgot about with all the senior
Will
graduates.
you
that same
stop cutting everything short? Mug shot. You had a mug
Yeah, it was
shot.
like a mug. What do you mean?
No,
Yeah.
I have multiple of those.
Oh.
None in my senior year of high
Oh,
school.
okay, got it.
Oh.
Yeah. Do not look up
Just
Van
after.
Nunley mug shot. Do not look that up.
Gonna have to. Now.
It exists.
Well, we can't ask what the arrest was for.
Which one?
Yeah.
Any of them. What's your
Yeah,
favorite?
Little kid stuff.
What's your favorite? Breaking into a Toys R Us.
Dang, for what? dude?
I didn't
Toys?
steal anything. I just wanted
Oh.
to play.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like
cool.
to party.
Yeah.
I heard
Toys R Us is a good,
well,
interesting option.
Really good mushrooms.
the muse to the thing was he didn't want to grow up.
Mhm.
He was a Toys R Us kid. There's
And
a-
they said you're
Understandable.
over 18, so we can prosecute you for this now.
Shoot.
You have to grow up.
You should have done it when you were 17. man.
That's
That
how
would've made more sense.
calendars work.
You're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
vendor spaces at your event. How do people connect with you to get opportunity for that?
Yeah, find us on Instagram at Something More Human, or if you want to get especially connected, reach out to me over email, community@somethingmorehuman.co, not com.co.
This is right. This is true.
Mm.
You want to talk a little bit about the vendors that are already supporting the
I love
event?
that.
They are above and beyond amazing. We have
Shout 'em out.
pastries from Crumb. If you've seen her at the Downtown Growers Market, you will miss her this year. Of handmade pastries by her. We'll have mocktails from the ladies at Moxicated. That is another amazing podcast happening in Albuquerque, all about alcohol-free living. We have a very special workshop from the Joy of Being studio. That's Kay Mays. She just opened a new spot down in Nob Hill. We have charcuterie by Leah Sivage. It's going to be a beautiful, eye-catching, delicious spread.
And craft coffee by Novel Point Coffee.
And we're going to have a local performance from comedian favorite, Zach Abeda.
I'm sure you guys know.
Oh,
Zach
sure.
Betty. He'll be there.
Funny
so,
guy.
Yeah. Should be a good time.
So I've listened to your podcast a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not trying to, this is not gotcha, like critical stuff.
Yeah.
But I've listened to your show, and it's about making connections. How do you deal? I'll use like Zach as an example. Right? He's
Yeah.
a comedian.
Yeah.
Comedians are, no offense to you, Amory, they're like known liars and known storytellers. Like,
yeah.
how do you guys like bridge through that stuff to build an actual connection instead of the 5 stories Zach tells every time he's on stage?
It's a great question.
Well, 2 things. One is something we talk about a lot is vulnerability.
Yeah.
And like that's a muscle. That's not just something you are born, you have this amazing knack for being vulnerable.
Yeah.
So the practice of doing it,
Love
and it takes time and it takes rejection, and that's okay. And do you want to tell them this hilarious story about Zach Abeda?
Yeah, sure. Real quick.
Which, by the way, is a tremendous storyteller. Like, we've seen him a bunch. Yeah,
he rocks.
He's just the example for this. We're talking
Yeah.
about
For sure.
anyway. Yeah.
Well, we're putting together the event, and we want, to take people through an array of emotions. And we're like, we'd love to. I've always dreamed of having an event with some comedy, And so I don't really know anybody specifically in Albuquerque I know of, but didn't know.
Sure.
Anyway, so we're collaborating with Novel Point, like we said. We talked to her, Erin from Novel Point, and she says, actually, Zach put on our latte art throwdown this past month. I'll get you into contact with him. That same day, we're in Denver. That same day, Sam and I go to Ratio, a brewery in Denver, just to get beers. And out of nowhere, they come out of the back and they're like, oh, there's going to be a free comedy show in the back. Hang out if you'd like. So we go to this comedy show, and lo and behold, Zach Abeda is giving a stand-up set in the back of Ratio Brewery.
Small
in
business.
Denver.
Yeah, small business.
My goodness.
Pretty nuts. So we hit him up, and a week later he responds and says he's down. So he's down.
Yeah, something real special about being able to build that connection with individuals as you're telling the stories. If you were to sit down with like an athlete, who would it be, and what aspect of their story would you try to obtain?
That's
This
an
is a good
incredible
question.
question.
Well, you've said in the past,
Dang.
sitting down with people, especially that have notoriety like that, you might nerd out because you absolutely love sports.
Yeah.
But that human element, like what are the questions that people aren't asking you, right? Like we know about your free throws, we know about your game, we know about the defense, we know about the team dynamic. What about you, the person?
I want to hear about Tiger Woods' affair.
Affairs.
I would have Tiger Woods on and talk absolutely nothing about golf.
Yeah.
I want to hear about everything else.
Yeah, field research is what you're talking about. Me and Van
Absolutely.
too.
Yes.
Me and Van want to learn the tricks.
Yes.
So that Sam, we kid. Out loud, you can laugh that one. It's a good one. Sam and Elliot joining us. They host a very fun program called Something More Human. What's your tie to David Weesey, Carl, the United? What's your guys' tie to the United? Why were they so excited about having you part of our program?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're really excited to know Savannah Hoover. She is
very nice.
a fantastic person. She's an amazing businesswoman, a lawyer, a friend, a hilarious person. So Savannah's really the conduit here. She introduced us to David. David's so incredibly open and flexible, and we just made this all come together in a day. So we really appreciate you guys. We appreciate David and Savannah.
Seriously, yeah.
I like everything about that.
Sure.
Also, Savannah's not with the United anymore. I didn't know that.
Oh, she's not.
Oh.
She's doing her own thing.
Yeah, she launched a business.
Seekees Consulting.
Seekees, SEEKEES.
Now we know.
Free plug. That's
Sam.
Strong work.
Elliot. Thank you so very much, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
we really
guys.
appreciate you guys.
Something More Human is available everywhere you find your stuff. So go Google it.
When you're done
Something
listening to our stuff, listen to their stuff.
Go to Apple.
They're all the same places.
Yeah, and then like everything, like and share. Tell a friend to like and share. Leave a review.
Please do.
And come to the event, April 19th, 6 to 9.
Nice.
There you go.
We can't wait to see you there.
And go Lobos.
That last part was the best part.
Boom.
It's 2 men on. Live from Sadie's on 4th. Jay Cassio with us when we get back. I already did the name. I already did that part. The Sports Animal.
Clear.
Yep, thank you.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation for Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Buy fresh cut daffodils at pop-up shops on Friday, March 22nd. Find the locations at phs.org/Daffodil Days. This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days.
Slow traffic right now, dealing with some slowdowns westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Coors. 40 moving a bit slow as you approach the interchange. Watch out for that. Southbound on I-25 right now between Osuna and Comanche. Traffic moving slow there. Seeing a little bit more of a slowdown right now westbound on Montano. It'll last until Coors. Headed west on Paseo right now between Jefferson and the river. Traffic moving slow there. Also northbound I-25 from Gibson to Lomas. Dealing with some slowdowns there as well.
This report sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love? Flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top growing team at Progressive Insurance. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-916. American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. A quick thought or two about Selection Sunday, because we had some surprises, as we always do. However, no surprise at the very top, because UConn Huskies are right where they belong, back on the one line as for last year. They ran roughshod over the entire field. However, this year could be a very different story because the East region is no joke. It's ridiculous. I'm not sure if I do Dan Hurley for having the best team in the country once again, or if they stabbed him in the back, a region that has already been called the region of death, which seems dramatic until you actually look at that region. The number 2 seed in the East is the Big 12 champ Iowa State. The 3 seed is the Big 10 champ Illinois. The number 4 seed is SEC champ Auburn. So exactly what is the reward for UConn getting that number 1 seed? Nothing.
At LL Flooring, we've been a trusted partner to pros for over 30 years. With over 400 nationwide warehouses full of in-stock, job-ready inventory, you'll get what you need. And our exclusive pro pricing means that pros never pay retail. Because at LL Flooring, all we do is floors. So we're going to do it right. For free pro accounts today to start getting pro benefits. LL Flooring, every step covered.
When a cold comes on strong, try Dayquil's Severe Honey Flavor. The daytime, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, so a cold won't slow you down. Get back to your day feeling relieved, enjoying the delicious flavor of Dayquil Severe Honey. Dayquil Severe Honey Flavor soothes your symptoms with a delicious taste. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You hear it all the time. Lawyers talk about all their experience, many years of experience with the insurance companies, and experience in the courtroom. But what you don't hear much is about the result. We're proud of our results because that's how we measure our success. We've helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When you want results, call Lerner & Rowe.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
KG4BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal.
Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive.
Because listeners know. What's up?
Coming back.
Here we go.
And in the on deck, sir.
You guys both on?
Avery Castillo.
This is Two Men On.
Mike is hot.
Back live at Sadie's on 4th. Jay Cassio joining us, VP DWC. David
baby.
Carl joining us. His headphones going on late. Big thank you to Sam and Elliot, who both just joined us moments ago.
Aren't they the sweetest?
They were so nice.
My goodness.
Folks. Welcome, boys. How are you?
I'm not used to being surrounded by nice people.
Well, now you followed up
company
with us.
included.
So
you two are the opposite of Sam and Elliot.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean that's great polarism.
You're really
Okay.
you're expanding your audience as a result.
I'm looking for West Virginia in the tournament.
You're going to be looking for a while, my
Yeah.
friend.
I'm sorry, guys, don't interrupt. I'm looking for West Virginia in the tournament.
Yeah, you can
Don't even look at the NIT.
Yeah, you can keep looking. Go all the way to what's after the NIT? It's the
BET.
Yep, that's it.
The
That's
awards?
the one. Yep. That's where Bob Huggins will be.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll find Miami. Give me 1 second. Hold on. So I'm looking for Miami.
Are you a Miami guy?
I do like Miami.
I
I'm
grew
not
up
gonna
watching
lie.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Canes.
Of Ohio or Florida?
Yeah.
Florida. I grew up
Oh.
in Miami,
Oh,
Ohio. That's where
okay.
you know this before I moved to Philly.
Oh God, they're not in here either.
Been in New Mexico for 9 years.
Yes.
I've always watched the Lobos here
Welcome.
and there.
Yeah, you had heard they used to be good.
No, I tune in every so often.
Yeah.
I've been to a few games. This was the first year. At the start of this year, I really was like, all right, I'm watching the Lobos this year. I went to 3 games. I was watching it pretty much every game on TV. Man, I picked a good year for it.
Oh yeah, this is one of the most exciting years we've had.
They are fun to watch. I've always loved basketball. I've always loved college basketball.
Can we press the brakes on Jake Cassio real quick? This is one of the most exciting weeks we've ever had to watch. The year itself had some turbulation.
That's what made it so exciting.
I think it was fun.
I guess I'm the only true sports fan up here.
That's
so.
fine. Go Birds.
I'm always a homer.
Hey, it doesn't
I love
matter
the Pit.
win or lose. I have a good time.
Yeah. I went, like I said, I went to 3 games this year. They won 2 of the 3. Even the one they lost, had a great time.
But how did you enjoy the Pit, VPDWC?
I've been to the Pit before. I've been to games before, but this was the first year where...
Were you wearing cherry?
I was. I was
Yeah,
wearing
that helps.
cherry and white. But this was the first year where I felt like, oh, okay, I get what everybody's been talking about. You know, again, I've been here 9 years, and I've heard people say, like, man, the Pit used to be rocking. The Pit used to be just amazing, this amazing venue. And I'd been in the past, and I was like, no, it's fun, but it's not. I've been to some rocking venues, right? Like, I've been to games at Chapel Hill. I've been to games in Syracuse. And I was like, we weren't there. And then I went this year, and like I said, a couple of the games I went to, it was just like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Your
been
experiences at the Pit, does that make you want to dig the new stadium out of the ground like the Pit?
Mile high and louder than hell, minus a couple feet. Yeah, I like that.
You guys filled out your brackets yet, or do you wait?
Literally doing that.
I make like 20 brackets every year, so the only ones that really matter to me are the ones that involve money.
Make one. That's the
I
rule.
do one, and I put it on all my groups.
That's the one.
I joined Jake's group while we were sitting over there. Yeah, you're not invited. It's cool.
I did send them the link.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on you, bro.
Everyone sends us a link.
We have so many links
It's
in the last couple of days.
unacceptable.
Look, he's talking about. He goes immediately from being upset about not being invited to immediately following that up with, "Well, everybody sends me."
And it sounds like you're upset about being invited.
The real
to somebody.
hiccup on
You know what, Jake? We'll hang out without these guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who needs
Ben, you're
them?
welcome.
Yeah,
but-
you can
Thank
come down.
Yeah.
Jake sends us an ESPN link. The office sends us an ESPN link. Some fans send us no problem. Copy, paste, do whatever. CBS link? Oh, no. I have to re-enter everything?
It's not that hard, man.
That's kind of the fun part of setting up a bracket is going through all the picks all over again.
You just like clicking the buttons.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also like you're going in and you're looking at a 2 versus 15 matchup where you pick the 2 early and you're like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm going to pick the 15 this time. Let's do it.
That's the only way to have a chance of making a perfect bracket.
One bracket.
That's my dream.
You make thousands of iterations, so one of them is guaranteed to be correct.
Yeah, statistically, it doesn't work like that.
I think this is the year. I have full confidence.
I think this is the year Jake's going to get a perfect bracket.
I'm going to win $1 billion.
You sound like a Cowboys fan all of a sudden.
Ooh.
This is your year, huh?
It's my
This-
year.
This is the one?
Every March Madness is my
Okay.
year.
And if I support Jake in this endeavor, maybe he'll give me some money.
There we go.
There you
See?
go. I support you in this endeavor.
Thank you.
I have a vision of mine.
I'll have a check ready.
Straight chalk.
I do one of those every year.
Straight chalk.
Literally
I only
favorites
do-
in every single.
Yeah,
every
let's
single
go.
I only do 2
Yeah.
brackets every year.
4
My-
number ones in the final 4.
my integrity and character bracket, where it's what I actually think is going to win.
Okay.
And then all higher seeds the whole way through.
You don't
I mean,
do
you-
the opposite where you do upsets the whole way.
Nope, not a one. And I've never won one, but I've gotten 3rd place so many times with my favorite bracket.
That ain't bad. 3rd place. I mean, depending on how many people are in the thing, I guess.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, first time I ever did a
3.
bracket. Yeah, that's right. First time I ever did a bracket, I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. My stepdad's job, he worked at a big company. They did a bracket. It was like a $50 buy-in. Tons of people. I didn't know what I was doing. I had just started watching basketball that year. Got 3rd or 4th place. Won a couple $1,000.
Nice.
My stepdad kept most of it, but I got like $100, and I was thrilled. I was thrilled.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
but
like your
who'd you-
stepdad owes you a couple thousand.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, but who was like your upset that year?
I have no idea. I don't remember at all. I was probably 1999.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. So I have to go back and look. I don't know.
That could have been anyone. I used to-
Michigan, maybe.
I used to run a boys and girls club, and I gave all the kids brackets to do for the March Madness, obviously. So how many kids are at the club? 700 or whatever. So we're doing 500 brackets, and we put them all up on the wall, and we're having them all go through and keep scoring the whole thing. And one parent reaches out to me and says, "Teach my kid to be a delinquent." Oh, we were just playing.
Yes.
We're teaching them to have fun.
Yeah.
The answer to that is yes.
Yeah, we're teaching.
You should. I'm doing it for you.
Teach them to care about Grambling. That's what we're doing.
Grambling State?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also not in the tourney this year.
Other playing game.
Oh, are they the playing game?
Yeah.
One of the 16 ones.
Yeah, one of the 16 ones. So
the first 4.
There has to be at least one power button logo in every tournament.
Power button?
I don't know what that means.
That's what like the
Jake's nickname for his VH.
Like any team that has a G, like the Green Bay Packers, they're just a power button. That's all it is.
I mean, Grambling is basically the Packers logo in different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. I've
Is
never
it-
heard that phrase. Power button. logo.
Power button.
Power button.
Power button.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it
Could've
looks like
said
to me.
I mean, yeah,
button.
it's a fair representation. I just never heard it.
Who do you got coming out of the West, boys?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Dude, UNM's going to make it to the Sweet 16.
I agree with that.
No, they're going to make it to the Elite 8 and lose to Alabama.
Okay.
Dang,
Okay.
that's a hot one.
I don't know.
I do.
Bama's a kind of a fraud team.
Nope.
Cold. They've lost 4 of the last 6.
Say that whenever they beat Mississippi State.
Oh, you think Mississippi State's going to beat Michigan?
UNC, 100%.
Wow.
I'm calling it right now.
Michigan State
All
is
right.
going to light up Mississippi State.
Out of the West, give
I
me.
think you are correct, Jake.
Give me St. Mary's out of the West.
What? They're going to lose in the first round of Grand Canyon in the 12/5 upset.
You want to bet a beer?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Which bracket am I doing? Because obviously one of my brackets, it's North Carolina.
Yeah, of course.
Number one
Of course.
going all the way.
Yep. Let's do your integrity bracket.
My integrity bracket, obviously the New Mexico Lobos, duh.
Hell yeah.
How good will the Lobos win over Arizona be? Like, it's going to be the coolest thing.
Arizona is going to lose to Long Beach State.
I like that.
That's my bold prediction
your-
on
that's
that.
your
That's my
15-2,
that's
right?
my 115.
Well, and there's a possibility that Nevada gets there over Arizona, and you could have Nevada and New Mexico.
Have you guys? I'm sure you've probably talked about this already. How disrespected was the Mountain West by the?
Stop. It was
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
You're on the inside looking out.
San Diego State getting a 5 seed.
So that's the one exception, right? San Diego
is
State, I think, got
disrespectful.
Do you guys remember last year?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the last year. That's not this year.
I'll tell you what. Let's look at the record of Mountain West teams at the end of this tournament. See where they end up. We'll bet another beer. I bet you there'll be more wins than losses.
I bet you this. They're going to have the second most amount of losses to conferences because they have the second most amount of teams.
I doubt Colorado State or Boise State even win their playing games.
I think Boise State.
It's up to everyone else.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What did we say it was? 5 teams or 6? Whatever it was.
In the Mountain West?
Yeah.
I think it was 6 teams, right?
Yeah.
6. Yeah. It should be 2 less because the playing doesn't count.
Well, when they win their games,
Then they're in.
Then they're in.
Then they're in.
I could agree with
Yeah.
that.
Right.
It's 64 teams, not 68.
Don't sleep on Boise State, man.
I agree with that.
I'm super asleep on Boise State.
Same.
I mean, the game that they played against Lobos in the semifinal of the Mountain
Lost.
West.
You said
I'm
played,
aware of
you
that.
meant lost.
I'm aware of
Oh,
that.
okay.
But they played a hell of a game against the
Lost.
team that was at the peak of their powers in that moment, and they almost won. I like Boise State. I like UNM a heck of a lot more.
It was nice that Boise State Van got to play up one game to a much superior team in the UNM Lobos.
Well, all right, let's just say that's the case. What's to say they can't do it again?
What's to say they're not a number 8 seed the way they thought they would be, and all their players had their hands in their pockets, and they were so upset when they got the announcement that they're playing in the play-in because they're all crybaby whiners from Boise.
And if they've got a good coach, that'll motivate.
They don't. That's their big problem.
They just have nepotism on that team, and I think that's a good thing to have in the tournament.
I don't care whatsoever if they feel slighted or have a chip on their shoulder. They're losing to Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado is a significantly better basketball team than Boise State. They have like NBA level talent on Colorado. They underperformed this year. Like, they're
Deion
legit
Sanders is their
good.
head coach.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. That's a different. I need to go back.
Oh,
We had to step back one.
We're not talking about the
No,
NCAA
he-
football tournament.
He coaches a bad football team. And Colorado has a basketball team that's only slightly better than Boise, but will then lose in the round of 16.
Do you think that anybody on the Colorado basketball team had any of their bling stolen out of the locker room this year?
By Deion Sanders? Are you insinuating?
No, the whole thing. Never mind. That was a callback. All right, we're gonna let it go.
Yeah, we get it.
Only when they play UCLA.
We were there.
Thank you.
Of
Thank
course, I understood the
you. Yeah,
reference.
thank you, Jake.
There's some steals on the court.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
No one.
Turnovers are important.
Go Birds.
Who do you got out of the East? I got Illinois coming out of the East. They're going to upset UConn. Give me Illinois from the 3 spot. They're going to go through Iowa State, which I think is a little overvalued.
No.
Nope.
No, undervalued. They should have been a 1 seed.
Iowa State's coming out of the East.
Yeah, I'm all in on Iowa State
I
too.
am as
Cyclones or
The Illini.
Auburn.
It is UConn.
I think Auburn.
UConn is the
No way
second
they should have been
best
the
team
number
in
one
country.
overall seed.
UConn?
No way they should have been the
They
number
are
one overall
so
seed.
good.
I'm not saying they're not good, but they should have been the number one overall.
I mean, I like
versus
Dan Hurley
UConn.
a lot, but
The 16 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up there in the East. And then Illinois is coming out of that bad boy. Let's go.
I'm surprised Illinois even got in.
The what? And it's the S is silent.
Illinois?
It says it right there.
Yeah, there's an S there. Why would they be-
ILLINOIS.
If they wouldn't want you to
Illinois.
pronounce it, they wouldn't have had it there.
ILLINI.
Why are they called?
I'm sorry. What town are you from? St. Louis?
East St. Louis.
St. Louis?
East
St. Louis, Illinois?
It's Louis.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
What state is that in?
That one's in Missouri.
Oh,
From-
Illinois.
From East St.
Illinois.
Louis. It's in
Illinois.
So just letting you guys know where it's from.
Illinois.
The
Fighting Illinois.
The Illini. Yeah.
He also went to college at Washington State.
Welcome back to the tournament, Washington State. First time since 2008 the boys can play. They got Drake in the first round, and then it'll be tough against Iowa State for Washington State.
They are losing to Drake.
Every team that Drake supports loses. Everybody knows that. That's why the Raptors have not won anything.
Drake
Except
is a college in this,
except for the
2019.
except for the NBA
Yeah,
championship.
no. Other than that, though.
Out of the South, boys, it's an even tougher one if I've seen a tough one. I mean, give me those Catholic kids, though. I think Marquette over Wisconsin in the Elite Eight. I think Marquette is going to come victorious out of the South.
James Madison is going to beat Wisconsin in the first round.
Ooh.
The best team in college basketball, 30-3.
You know what's crazy?
Not a lot of love there.
I think the Hilltoppers are winning that first round matchup. Give me Western Kentucky, Big Red, baby.
Western Kentucky all the way?
No, to win that first round matchup. Yeah, no, Western
They got the
Kentucky
highest
coming out
pace of
East.
play in the tournament.
Come on.
Very important.
Hey, that's your
Marquette can't handle that pace.
your trapezoid of excellence.
Yeah,
We were just talking about it.
Yeah,
It's Houston. It's Houston coming out of the South, and it's Houston winning the whole damn thing.
Well,
if Houston can score
Go
points.
Cougs.
They play. Yeah, they'll have 4 possessions in the whole damn game, and they'll win 6-3.
Yeah, that's
I'm
great.
keeping score over here, Van. You've gone 3 number ones. The
And
Midwest.
this is your integrity bracket. It's the same as your other
Well,
bracket.
okay, UConn and Houston, I think, will be in the finals. I think they're the 2 best teams.
You think
and
that's
it's
your
not
that's
even
your
close.
championship game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you also had North Carolina coming out of the West.
Well, that's in my chalk bracket.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, go Lobos. The Lobos are in
The
other
integrity bracket.
bracket. Yes.
That makes sense.
Can Tennessee keep up with Purdue in the Midwest bracket? I think it's going to be a tough one.
They'll both be gone by the Sweet 16.
Look at this. All upsets from Jake.
But Gonzaga's not going to beat Purdue.
Purdue's not good.
It's the worst Gonzaga team in years, by the way.
They're
Yeah,
not good.
Yeah, and Gonzaga's not going to win out of the East either.
Creighton-
Or
McNeese
Midwest.
State in the first round.
Yeah, McNeese.
Let's go.
I can't wait to hear Jake talk about all the upsets he predicted next Monday out of his 20 brackets.
I called this one and this one. This
Uh-huh.
one was in 2 brackets. This one was in 4.
Creighton over Tennessee, you guys believe or no?
I believe.
I do not.
I don't
I
know.
believe
think
in
it's
Creighton.
Tennessee. I think it's Tennessee all
I like
day.
the Blue Jays.
I like Tennessee and I like Kentucky both. I like those SEC.
Tennessee.
I think
just
Bama's good. I think Kentucky's good. I think Tennessee is good. I think the SEC is good this year.
If Kansas can miraculously get healthy, they're coming out of the Midwest. But they're hobbling right now.
They
Their
haven't
2
won-
best players are hurt.
they're cold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're ice cold.
I
They
think
got 2 NBA-worthy players on their team. They're both hurt.
I think that the Big 12's hosts rest on Iowa State. I don't think that there's much else as far as competitive for the tournament basketball out of that conference.
The Final Four I have sitting Marquette, UConn, Alabama, Purdue. Tell me why I'm right. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Because Iowa State is going to the Final Four. They're going to the championship.
Alabama can't play defense.
Game. Yep, agree with that.
And Auburn is the team of the East.
Give me Iowa State, St. Mary's, Houston, and Tennessee.
That last one sounds like a guess. Man,
Houston.
They all work.
Houston all the way. UConn, Tennessee, and your New Mexico Lobos.
I think the Lobos are a Sweet 16 team. And I'm not just being a homer here. I
We're
think
going
they
for a
actually
run.
Are. I think they are actually a Sweet 16 team.
I like no punchline here because I'm usually that guy. They're an Elite 8 team with the way their path is. They could not be set up for more success. They will beat Clemson easily. And then I believe it's
I
going to
agree
be
with that.
Baylor, and they will beat Baylor.
I agree with that.
And how happy I would be if they played Nevada because I like to watch locals squirm.
I don't see Nevada getting past Arizona if they get past Dayton.
I agree.
But I mean, an Arizona-New Mexico battle would be fun. I would love that in the Sweet 16.
UConn.
The War of 1912. Let's just call it that.
Yes.
Oh, we got to go away so we can come back. Our national champion, David Weezy Carl, is?
Give me St. Mary's.
Incorrect. Jake, you're hanging out with us, so we don't super care yet from you.
Auburn.
Thanks.
VP, DWC. I heard the United are undefeated. What's up?
We are two matches in. We're top of the Western Conference. We're going to keep that rolling. We play on this Saturday. If you tune in at 5:30 against Charleston Battery, we'll be on the road.
Where?
Charleston, South Carolina.
They're Charleston Battery?
Yeah, it's a cool name. South Kakalaki.
Their full name is Charleston Domestic Battery, but it doesn't fit on a jersey.
Assault and.
Yeah.
Chew.
Yep.
Assault and Battery.
Charleston. Yep. Go Birds.
I'm sure they're cool.
Go Birds.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. We lost it there at the end, boys. The sports animal.
Clear.
Thank you right now. Seeing more congestion northbound on I-25. That's going to start right around Gibson. It's going to last until almost watch yourself going through. Found on I-40 between 2nd Street and Rio Grande. Traffic moving a bit slow there. Southbound on I-25 right now is similar to Comanche. We've got slowdowns in that area. Also, westbound Montano between Rio Grande and Coors. Traffic moving slow there. Seeing a little bit more congestion headed west on Paseo. That's going to start at I-25. It'll last.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation for Daffodil Days, presented by fresh cut daffodils at pop-up shops on Friday, March 22nd. Find the locations at phs.org/daffodil days. This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. Local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming.
All six, 3, buries it.
And 95.9 FM, the sports animal, has a million reasons to fill out a bracket with us. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Brought to you by Sandia Resort and Casino. Close to home, far from ordinary. Brush up on your college basketball picks and fill out your $1 Million Bracket on sportsanimalabq.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here comes spring break. That means long car trips, probably not very good for your car. It's Jeff Symbieta and my friends at On the Spot Automotive Detailing have the best services to help keep your car protected. Their ceramic coating and paint protection film work like magic. I'm talking no more mud, no more dirt and water stains. Plus, their protective layering helps prevent UV oxidation damage to your car's paint. Awarded Best of the City because they know what it takes to keep your car in the best condition. Visit otsdetailing.com for all your info.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home.
Sean was wondering if you'll take his phone call. He knows you're at Sadie's.
Who?
Change of
Sean.
your reasons. Having to figure out all the various
tight.
housing area may not be what you signed up for. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in. Realtors have the expertise to help you find the right price.
I know it's
and
just a
navigate
gig,
the process to
but I
sell
kind
your
of like
home in a
Andrew's
way that's
take
right
here.
for you.
Yeah, same.
That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
I feel occasional burning.
Jake, I swear to God, dude.
As I
It's like-
age, I sometimes
like
feel
my
numbness
brother's
and tingling
dumbass
in my
kids.
feet as I get
Like, I don't
older.
understand
It's starting
why
to
you
get
just
in the way
refuse
of
to
doing
get
what I
better.
love.
At Nervive, we hear you and we can help. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use.
Now that I know, I'm taking control.
Try Nervive Nerve Relief and say yes to healthy nerves.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
New Mexico Sports Authority.
Here we go.
It's 10. The Sports Animal.
Here we go.
People kept just behind me.
You guys ready?
Back live on the program, back live at Sadie's on 4th. Dick Cassio with us. We're going to wrap up the rest of the program. Talking obviously about the bracket, talking about the big Lobo win this past weekend. This is the first big Lobo win I've ever seen. So that was kind of cool for me. I'd never seen one.
10 years in the making.
Yeah.
I would like for them to be successful more than once a decade, but damn, it feels good right now.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, boys.
The momentum is gaining, and recruiting is only going to be so much better after us making the Sweet 16.
Oh, no doubt.
I want the University of New Mexico to have a prominent, established, and reoccurring success in athletics, all athletics. Men's basketball, this city claims is more important than other sports because it's the only one they can vaguely remember ever being on national TV. I'm going to tell you this. Head coach of this team, almost regardless of success, is going to get about 1 million job offers, regardless of the level of success moving forward. They could win, they could lose in the first round, 1 million job offers. They could go to the Final Four, 1 million job offers. Like, it's going to be incredibly difficult for this university unless they make an absolute dedication to this basketball team being winners to keep him around. Now, also, then you have the conversation: is he's the reason they're winners? Because as I've been watching this team this year, I think it's number 10. I don't see it from the bench. I definitely don't see it from the university. I think it's number 10.
I think JT
Pull that up in front of your mouth like a broadcaster.
JT Toppin is part of it all too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can go. He's good.
I think he's an NBA ready talent.
Yeah, I think so is Donovan Dent. Like his
Wayne's
recruiting
on the phone too.
His recruiting, the transfers that he's gotten here is like it's very impressive. If it's not coaching alone, it's definitely recruiting and coaching. You get the best players. I mean, here's the question going forward. We're going to NIL these guys up. We're going to get these guys some cheddar. We're going to have to generate the money to keep these guys here.
We have to.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Sean, is joining us on the Sports Animal Everything line today because we're live at Sadie's. Sean, welcome to the program. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, Fred. How are you guys doing?
We're on Cloud 9, my man.
We're at Sadie's. Of course we're doing great.
Exactly. I mean, I watched all those games, and I've never seen, like, my eyes have never seen a Lobo team that's, like, determined, that focused. And that, like, you could see it. And he was wild, and he wanted to take it. And he took it, and they took it, and it's an amazing, amazing feat. You said, Fred, about, our coach. Yes, we're probably going to lose him, to be honest with you, because every time we have something good happening in the state, sports-wise, with UNM, it gets broken up because we can't bone out for it.
Oh, it's not just this state, Sean. It happens everywhere.
We can change that.
And the only place it doesn't happen is in Chapel Hill.
I know. So, I mean, and literally with Coach Patino, we could create, a dynastic type of thing here. We really could if the people of this state will get behind the program. And I know there's a lot of New Mexico State fans out there, and I want to let you guys know that, I'm one of those Lobo fans that doesn't hate New Mexico State. I want New Mexico State to have this exact same type of success too. But I want this state to get behind the success of the Lobos right now, and I'm just praying. Even though I don't necessarily pray to anything, I am praying to the universe right now that we can keep this going and we can keep our coach. But I'm just absolutely shocked. And yes, I think this is the 1 year. And I mean, amazingly enough, I know, Fred, you think Elite Eight. I will be on cloud 9. 20 millionth power if we can just get to the Sweet 16, if we can just win that second game, because we haven't done that in so long,
Ever.
and I just want to say Jalen House is the bomb.
Yes.
I'm going to miss him when he's gone. We're all going to miss him when he's gone. And I'm hoping Mashburn stays. I'm hoping he sticks. I hope that we can somehow reconcile with him, because I know a lot of people talked a lot of smack about him and to him online, and that's just not right in New Mexico. All right, these two young men have done so much for us, so we need to support them, and we need to not be that way. Okay, go ahead.
You're my guy. Bo Red Sadie's in the phone connection is terrible, and similar to you missing Jalen House, we're going to go Anna Kendrick and miss you because you're gone. Thank you for the call. It was weird when Lobo fan got weird to Mashburn Online. It was super weird. We talked about it when it happened. Yeah, it was super weird. Like I didn't understand it.
I think it's like the inconsistency in the scoring and like the easy jump shots that it should be takes,
Yeah.
And it's just in and out.
Well, never listen to the loudest voices on the internet.
No.
People are maniacs. It goes with any subject, not just Lobo basketball and Jamal Mashburn. If you're taking the time out of your life to hate on a 20-something-year-old student athlete, you're a loser.
Friend of the show, Wayne, joins us on the Sports Animal Hotline. Wayne, how are you, brother? Welcome to Sadie's, but via the phone.
Hey, yeah, I wish I was there. Yeah, there's always going to be trolls. You can't really feed into all that trolling, especially on the internet. But with the Lobos, it's definitely highs and lows. And I mean, honestly, Mountain West has 6 teams right now playing. That's more than any conference in the nation. So for them to come out there and just hopefully they show up and show some representation for the Mountain West, because even though I'm a Big 12 alum, I still root for the Mountain West because of being from New Mexico. But I think you got to think they've never been to the Sweet 16, not like in a long time, but ever. So for them to just be competitive and to see what they can do, it'd be interesting to see. But it's going to be short-lived, unfortunately. It always has been with the Lobos. I think people should be excited, but they should not treat it like a hot girlfriend that they're about to lose because they're worried that she's going to leave them just because she looks better now than she was before. I think you got to make sure that you're happy what you have and enjoy what you have. Don't get too caught up on the highs and don't get too down on the lows, because there's only one team that's going to win it all. And just be excited for what you got, but don't have expectations. Because if your expectations are low, you'll never be disappointed. So I think that Lobo fans need to continue with that mentality and not be too hyped up, because I don't see Pacino leaving anytime soon, and plus I don't see the Lobos going too far in the Mountain West. Even though I'm rooting for them, unfortunately they just haven't shown that they can be competitive. But it'll be interesting to watch to see how it's going to be. But I had to chime in because I think Mountain West is probably the most competitive conference, and I hope that shows well into the main tournament as well. But you guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
That's good energy, Wayne.
Good call, Wayne. Thanks.
I like that girlfriend metaphor.
That's
there,
perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
And this is the sexiest the Lobos have looked ever. You just got to enjoy it for it was,
Yeah,
it's going to come to an end eventually.
Richard Pitino, 2 sons of NBA players. You got 2 guys. I think Dent and Toppin are both NBA level talents. You don't know about House. I mean, look, House, his game, he could be like the MVP of the European League. Like, he is like a perfect European wing defender, shooter. Like, I'd love to see him in the NBA get a chance, but I don't know if he's got that level of talent. Look, this is a fantastic team who took you on a white-knuckle thrill ride all season, and then that tournament is going to live in Lobo history forever.
You just got to be happy that you're there.
Yeah, enjoy it.
No, be hungry. Happy.
Well, they are hungry, and they're all riding on the backs of Jalen and Jamal.
No, you're using the wrong cliches. And, I know you're new to this game. The hungry one can lose out. You could have just got fed in the tournament. You can't rest on it. You can't just be happy that they're there. You got to think, again,
from a fan perspective.
Oh, even that. I tell you what, let's get back from the break so I can tell you what Lobo fans should be, and that's a lot more particular on what they're rooting about. It's not easy to be okay being soft, and Lobo fans for some reason adopted that. And we'll do that with a very good friend of the show whenever we get back. It's Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by
Thank
Stores.
you.
Staples Print Big Sale means the more you print, the more you save. Get $20 off your print purchase of $100 or more, $50 off your print purchase of $200 or more, and $100 off your print purchase of $300 or more. Offer ends 4/6. See staples.com/print for details. Print more, save more. Staples.
Traffic right now. We are dealing with a crash northbound I-25 at Lomas. You're going to see backups going back a little past Gibson. So watch yourself as you make your way through there. Elsewhere around the metro right now, westbound on I-40 between 2nd Street and Coors. Got some slowdowns in that area. Traffic continuing to move slow westbound on Paseo between Jefferson and the River. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Comanche. We got slowdowns in that area. Seeing a bit more congestion westbound on Montano. That's going to start around Rio Grande. It'll last until Coors.
This report brought to you by Quality by DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
Don't be mad this March. Make your March happy at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, featuring the best selection of Sierra 1500s with rates as low as 0.9%. Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, Northeast, and QualityDeal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Erin Hawksworth, here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The field is set, and it is time to find some upsets. The BetQL model has a number of games circled for all of this week's college basketball action. And they like Sparty to continue their March magic. BetQL has Michigan State -1.5 as a 4-star best bet. I'm Erin Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL and bet.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt is so sure they'll get you your biggest refund that if they don't, you get your money back plus $100.
Jackson Hewitt!
Beat what you paid last year, even if you filed online.
Yeah!
Ain't nothing to it. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and pay less for tax prep, guaranteed. Proof of prior year payment required when filing. New clients only at participating locations through April 7th. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hello, I'm David Figueroa, co-founder of Melinda's. We make 32 craft pepper sauces that are thicker, hotter, and better. We use fresh, plant-based ingredients that you can see and taste. One try and you'll fall in love with Melinda's. Melinda's also makes spicy ketchups using real sugar and no high fructose corn syrup. Yuck. Go to melindas.com to find our line of craft condiments at Walmart and other fine retailers. And right now, get 20% off our award-winning sauces with code SPORTS at melindas.com. That's melindas.com.
This is Safety Tavian Combs. Teamwork is everything, whether it's on the football field or at Everguard Roofing and Solar. Everguard is the go-to business for home and commercial roofing in New Mexico. Why? It's simple. They believe in honesty and delivering top quality work. I'm proud to be a part of the Everguard team. Need a solid roof or thinking about solar? Call 505-821-9543. That's 821-9543. Or visit everguardroofing.com today. Everguard Roofing and Solar, your trusted choice in New Mexico.
If you're a pro and flooring is your game, we'll help you win it. Because at LL Flooring, all we do is floors. You want decor?
Gilbert!
You want plumbing?
Adjust my mic for me?
LL Flooring has been helping pros knock it out of the park for over 30 years. Visit one of our 400 nationwide warehouses for one-on-one service, extensive inventory.
Good.
And
How are you?
exclusive
Good, Jake,
pro
man.
prices.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. You Santa Fe Brewing? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Next day,
I recognize the
online or in
mustache.
store. LL Flooring.
Usually where it comes from.
Yeah.
eBay Motors here for
Yeah,
the
I'm on
ride.
the wall too.
120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Which one is he? The one on the
To
right.
countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new
Okay.
radiator, you kept your ride alive.
Who's the other guy?
With eBay Motors, you have over
We don't know.
122 million parts to keep running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, we're burning rubber, not cash.
Guys, have 1 minute.
Your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply.
Why can't Donald Trump?
Introducing Kanside Stone Tile Flooring, a game changer in the tile industry.
That's like
Say
very little
goodbye
money
to
when
the
you're
trade-off between durability and easy installation with Tanside's
What are you talking
revolutionary indoor-outdoor
The internet
stone tile.
told
Visit
me repeatedly
Tanside.com to see how our
No,
tile
he did.
concrete, or
proven
mortar.
wrong over and
Instead,
over and over and
our
over and over
innovative
again.
rubber gasket system connects
We
the
spent too
tiles
much money on the
together.
first
Each
election
tile
and the
coming
second.
pre-assembled. You simply
And
grab
this
one
one.
and
You believe
place
he
it.
spent his own
No
money on that?
expertise needed. At
Decent
Tensai.com,
amount.
you can see how our foam back tiles
packed
contour to
texture.
cover any existing
Me
floor
and Van
while
just
insulating
finished
against
building a
sound
bridge the
and
other day that
cold.
we'd like to
Beautiful
do.
and versatile.
Very
Tensai
inexpensive,
tile
just so
adapts to indoor or outdoor use. From kitchens
Yeah.
to patios, on concrete basements
Also,
or wooden
I
decks,
got
all
some
with a
There you go.
oceanfront
that's
property
guaranteed for life.
in
Witness this
Arizona.
innovative product yourself and order a sample today at Tanzite.com. That's
From my front porch,
TANZITE.com.
The sea.
Go.
Here we go, guys.
Take us with you anywhere.
Well, anywhere with cell service.
Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
Back live on the program. Back live at Sadie's on a Monday. Woo. Sadie's on 4th. Woo. You know we know you have a lot of Sadie's. Woo. Well, you know, to dine out. Come to the one on 4th. Yeah, this is the one where we're at. Gilbert Sanchez is with us. Gilbert.
The mothership
Is that what it's
of
called?
Sadie's.
You,
That's what I say.
Everyone always says to me, I thought they tore that bowling alley down.
They're about to, I think, tear that bowling alley down, unfortunately.
Can you still bowl in it?
We should go try.
They're not going to turn into another Meow Wolf?
Hold up. I need you to yes or no to this question I'm about to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Can we get inside of an abandoned bowling alley?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's.
If there's a will, there's a way.
I am so very happy.
If there's a door, yeah, you just.
Do you have access right now to
I
an
don't have access.
bowling alley?
We haven't had access to that bowling alley since 1991. So.
Who currently has access to an abandoned bowling alley?
That was the peak of bowling too.
91, the bowling
it.
season.
Okay.
Yeah, 91 was.
If you guys don't put some respect on Parker Baum III right now, we're gonna have a big problem.
Pete Weber.
Sucks.
The only one
Pete
that
Weber
matters.
was a rookie in '91.
I think that was his rookie year.
His rookie
I got
year.
one. You
Yeah.
had one of the baseball or the sports
Pete-
cards
yeah,
you gave me. You gave me the
Pete
Pete
Weber
Weber
rookie.
card. Yeah, that's on eBay.
Don't sell that one. It's priceless.
Okay.
How tight was your rear end on Saturday?
It's slowly opening up again.
Yeah, it's loosening.
Sadie's salsa helps.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I drank a ton of chili.
Friend of the show, Kyle, asked me to get him a gallon of your queso dip.
Ooh,
that's a lot of dip.
That's quite a bit. What's he going to be doing with that?
What you think?
I mean,
I don't know.
Where would you even put a gallon of that?
Where wouldn't you?
All over your naked body, obviously.
Yeah, checked luggage.
Duh.
Haven't tried that.
It's like eating sushi
Yet.
off a naked woman's body.
What is how does that apply to this?
Jake likes to party.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's called a human dip.
Lost me for a second.
Charcuterie?
Yeah, charcuterie. Yeah.
Charcuterie.
So did Donovan Dent call you personally after the game and thank you for all of your Sadie's support during this time?
No, he's busy, man. I was going to text him, and I was like, he's sick. He has a flu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First of
Flu
all.
game.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah, flu
Mashburn.
game, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
He did have a great assist to House, I believe, who made a 3. So without Dent, would have come up
9
few
point
points.
win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, we haven't talked. Although he did have another one of his triple threat nachos before the Vegas trip.
All right.
Who named those?
Yeah.
That's so good.
And I don't know. That's a great name. It wasn't you guys at all.
By the way, if you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you're only hearing Gilbert. You're not seeing
He didn't
Gilbert
get in front of the
because
camera.
he doesn't want to sit next to Jake.
But we're pretty close. I mean, we just met.
Yeah, we did just meet.
That is
Okay.
true.
That
Yeah.
mustache is on point. I'm a little jealous.
Oh, there we
It's
go.
a little
There we are.
intimidating.
There's Gil.
Here we are.
What's up,
Look at
buddy?
this.
Now
There we
Jake's
go.
gone.
Now he's gone. See, we can't get.
There we go.
How nice.
Look at that.
Look.
This is great.
Oh,
We got a good
couple
facial
looks.
hair thing going
That's the
on
best
here.
square on there.
Guys, let me bring it back in because there's a radio audience.
Sorry. We're
So with
just
the
enjoying
Lobos' big
ourselves.
win this week, because you've been a Lobo fan forever, right?
Since 1986.
Yeah. So you've only seen them successful one time. Like, this has to be crazy to you.
Well, that's
Factual.
that one time. I don't know. There was 2 good spurts there.
Yeah, what
and
were
then
they?
throwing Danny Granger there in 2000, whatever that was, for 2004, 2005.
That's what I'm talking about.
But Dave
04
Bliss-
and
before
14 and 24.
No,
it happens
before
every 10
Dave,
years.
before Dave Bliss helped
Mm-hmm.
do
Help
some
do
bad
what?
stuff.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
And here we go.
Yeah.
Baylor UNM. Maybe we can, get our revenge on Bliss.
It's gonna happen.
No one's thinking about that.
I wasn't until you guys helped me
excellent point.
concoct that into my head. No, there was three good. There was three good runs. Dave Bliss before he went crazy, and then Danny Granger. So it's good to be back.
In 37 years, there were three good runs.
That I remember.
4 now.
4.
Luke Longley had a good run. I was like 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's every 10 years. That's literally the formula I'm giving you.
It's better than most programs.
Nope.
Kind of accurate.
It's not better than most.
Some.
It's better than some.
It's better than Southwest Missouri State.
So no one there is expecting anything. So that's what we're asking you, because you are a Lobo fan, right? You're a friend of the show. You're a listener right now.
I am tuned in. Yeah.
What is that emotional roller coaster? Because me and Van's from Houston. That's a super successful product.
I heard his bracket picks here.
Yeah.
It's like Houston.
Cougars all the way, baby.
I went to a Pac-12 school. I know what success looks like in athletics. Not the best one, but I went to one. What is it like for you for the first time in your adult life, seeing the thing that you're so passionate and root for every day, finally find sustained success?
Gilbert was an adult 10 years ago.
That's debatable. But no, it's good. It's great. It's you were kind of speechless over the weekend, just going is this real? Is this really happening? Are we winning? Are we winning? I always set my standards low. I don't want to be too high up. I'm glad they won, because it didn't look like they would have gotten into the tournament with all these net rankings and Ken Palm and whatever they use. So we're here. We're just gonna enjoy it now. That's it.
I like everything about that.
Just day by day. But good matchup though. I think I heard you guys. I think Clemson is a good matchup.
When is that game? Do we know?
4-1 on Friday.
1:15
on Friday.
1:10. I forgot. Yes.
Dependent upon the first game, and that's always a weird thing, because that starts 30 minutes after the game that precedes it.
Yeah.
So the 1 o'clock hour.
1-ish.
Yeah.
Yes. Ish.
It'll be on every TV at Sadie's.
It will be. We have 13 of them. One of them is currently not working. I'm going to go fix that
before Friday.
I got some time.
Van, you know what everyone does on Thursday and Friday? Nothing. They do nothing.
Yeah, drop out of life and get hammered.
This is the thing.
Yeah, watch basketball.
Come to Sadie's.
Sure.
Drink Margs, Uber home. Cheer on the Lobos.
Triple threat nacho.
Such a good name.
While you watch the Lobos.
Who named that?
Sounds like a great plan for a Friday. But come on down. We got plenty of. I think we could get every game on at the same time here. I think we got enough TVs.
Sweet flex.
We'll compare brackets with each other. I heard you guys picking. Did we? National champion Houston.
Houston, yeah.
What else?
Obviously Houston.
UConn's in the mix, right?
They're going to lose to Houston.
All right, there you have it.
A 1 seed will not be winning this year. That's all I know.
Illinois. Illinois could win the whole thing.
They could?
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
Pretty good little basketball team.
But they'll lose to Auburn.
We don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, we don't.
I know. I do know. It's the Houston Cougars.
Houston Cougars.
And it's not just because it's my beautiful, loving mother's alma mater. It's because they're the best team in the land, easily. And also, I don't want Mattress Mac to lose a lot of money. I think he bet $10 million on him.
I'm a big Mattress Mac guy.
He's a dude.
He has a great model of success.
Yeah.
Giving back all the mattresses for the year if he wins.
Yeah.
It's a win-win regardless.
For sure. It's genius.
Well, now you as such a betting addicted individual, it's called a hedge.
Yeah.
It's a hedge.
Insurance.
It's like blackjack. Mattress, black, Mac, Jack.
He probably plays a lot of blackjack.
Like those basketball players that switch jerseys. Final words before we go, Gilbert?
That was a good one. No, come on down Friday. Come on down Thursday, too.
Yeah.
We'll have all the games on, but Friday, we'd love to have you here. Let's cheer on the Lobos.
When are you having the Aggies fans out to watch the New Mexico State Aggies play in the NCAA tournament? When are they coming out?
I don't know. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for the foreseeable future.
If one of the teams bows out, like the whole team gets the flu or something,
they would be like,
they still wouldn't pick.
No, yeah, they'd be like
not even close.
200th.
They're not on the bubble of the bubble.
What's their net?
278.
I'm
guessing.
I don't even know what net means.
It's like all your statistics combined, essentially, and how efficient you were.
Oh, it's not an acronym. It's not like like not exactly tournament. Like it's not that.
Yeah.
We should Google that during the break.
That's what sports talk radio is now.
Yeah, just Googling stuff on the break.
Gilbert Sanchez and Sadie's. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you guys for coming down on a Monday. Appreciate it.
Whenever we get back, more picks. It's tuning on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
You got 4 minutes.
Cool.
Juice. Juicy Juice is 100% juice, which means no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial sweeteners. Kids love the full fruit flavors, and you'll love knowing you can count on Juicy Juice for the good stuff. Find Juicy Juice at your favorite local grocery retailer. Info at juicyjuice.com.
Feeling I-25 northbound near Lomas. That crash is blocking you right there. So now going back a little past Gibson's. Be careful going through there. Elsewhere around the city right now, westbound on I-40 between 2nd Street and Coors. Still dealing with some slowdowns there. Traffic continues to move a bit slow southbound on I-25 right now as you approach Montgomery. Westbound on Montano between Rio Grande and the river. Got some congestion there. Westbound Paseo 2nd Street until Coors. Traffic moving a little slow there. And headed west on Alameda right now between Rio Grande and Coors. Dealing with some slowdowns in that area.
This report is brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
Free checking, low rates, better banking. Sandia Area has been named the best credit union in New Mexico. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming. Madness is coming. Ugh, you guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming!
Oh, wow! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game.
And it's over! This heavyweight battle is won by
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just want to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
Let's be honest. When you fly out of town, you want things to go smoothly. That happens when you start at airport parking. It's so easy. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. You get picked up at your vehicle, dropped off at the terminal door, and your bags are unloaded for you. That's convenient. And you get all of that starting at just $4.95 per day. It's $14 to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 toward the Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just want to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the
Here you guys go.
You
guys ready?
next, because that.
You'll have
Nice meeting you.
like 3 minutes in this segment.
Cool.
This town's going nuts. The Lobo,
Mike is hot.
former Lobo great Kenny Thomas will let you know how he feels about it. JJ Buck and I start at 7 a.m.
Back live at Sadie's. It's been a good little program thus far.
Concur.
Lots of NCAA basketball talk. Very limited. I guess zero NFL talk. God, I've loved this.
The friend of the show does not. Even March Madness week, we have to talk NFL.
It was a crazy weekend for trades.
In what?
At the NFL.
All right, give me the rundown. What?
Keenan Allen going to the Bears
as a big
for
one.
a 4th-round pick.
Doesn't seem that significant.
Justin Fields is going to Pittsburgh.
Steelers fleeced the Bears.
Who'd they get?
Justin Fields for a 6th-round pick.
So they got
It's
a new
a future conditional 4th, depending on success.
Are you not even going to play?
So they have a brand new quarterback and a brand new running back?
Correct. They have
That's awesome.
a hybrid. Even if they gave up a 2nd-round pick and only used Justin Fields like Taysom Hill, it's still a coup.
Yeah, they should just use him as like Tim Tebow with Florida in 2006.
Yes. You're describing Taysom Hill.
Nah, Taysom Hill can catch the ball.
Okay.
I think Tim Tebow.
Josh Dobbs went to the San Francisco 49ers.
Who?
Josh Dobbs.
Is he new?
The Pastronaut.
I love Josh
The
Dobbs.
alopecia king.
I don't remember him being good. Is he the one that was in Phoenix and then they sent him to Minneapolis?
He won 1 game and then fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, he was not good.
He won 2.
He beat the Cowboys.
Well, on the
Who
Cardinals.
didn't?
Jimmy G went to the Rams. I don't know if you guys talked about that
So
on
that's
Friday.
an
We
interesting
did,
one.
we
Yeah,
did.
he plays in big games. He can win big games. I don't want to
Great
be.
backup.
Yeah, I don't want to be my quarterback all year long, but
He's probably the 2nd-best backup in the NFL.
best looking one.
Easily the best-looking one.
That might be the best looking QB room.
He's not the 2nd best backup. Justin Fields is the best backup.
Gardner Minshew's the best backup.
He's the starting quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to start.
AOC will be the starter. Aiden O'Connell will beat out Gardner Minshew.
That's not true.
Well, they might also draft a quarterback.
And they will draft a
I
quarterback.
think I would take Jameis Winston in a backup role. I think there's a couple guys.
I don't
Also,
think Jameis Winston wants to play anymore. I think he enjoys being a backup. He keeps going to places where he knows he's going to be the backup instead of going to places where he's got a shot to start.
I think he's more about just being the cheerleader of the locker room.
That's cool, too.
there are 2 guys that are known for what you're saying. One is Doug Peterson, and the other one is Chase Daniel. And those dudes are both super sweet.
Yeah. Chase Daniel kept cashing checks.
Greg Hull joins us after the break. He's the mayor of Rio Rancho and pretty good little soccer player. We'll talk about our celebrity soccer experience yesterday with the New Mexico Runners. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Clear.
We came to play. 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 Catch me at the can like the gingerbread man. Like MC Hammer in the stands doing the running man. That hard like Bruce Willis, I'm about to kill it. Mechanical flow whip, computerized lyrics. Victory lap, I'm from North Cackalack. I'm begging on these tracks like aluminum bats.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation for Daffodil Automotive Group. Buy fresh cut daffodils at pop-up shops on Friday, March 22nd. Find the locations at phs.org/daffodil days. This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days.
Traffic right now. We still got that crash northbound I-25 near Lomas. It is affecting the right lane and shoulder. Slowdown's going to start right around Gibson. Be careful going through there. Elsewhere around town right now, Westbound on Paseo, as you approach the river, you're going to see some slowdowns. And at West I-40 right now, 2nd Street till Coors, traffic moving a bit slow there. Also still seeing some slowdowns westbound on Montano as you approach the river. For more than 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite weekly stop. Friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Shop local for an extensive selection of gifts for owners and pets. The Pet Supply Superstore. Visit clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6580. That's 800-583-6580. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can Hims.com.
I'll be ready.
Discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
It's been over 20 years since I had LASIK surgery with Dr. Stephen Coleman, and it changed my life. It's Jeff Spietta, and I've got Dr. Coleman with me. Doc, I'm sure technology is even better now. Why should someone consider LASIK?
Well, honestly, Jeff, there's been so many advances in LASIK technology, and it really comes down to precision. Kind of like TVs have more pixels, so it's more high definition vision. And that's what we're providing now with the current LASIK technology, developed primarily here in New Mexico and used all over the world.
He's ready. We got 25 seconds.
Vision issues. What should they do?
Come in, talk to me. Things have changed actually since I did your LASIK, but we go through a really rigorous screening process, and identifying great candidates.
The text line.
Candidates on the other end see really, really well. So we just see
Getting aggressive.
Yeah.
Not to you guys.
One's renowned for being among the best LASIK surgeons anywhere.
Eddie.
These years, I'm glad I found him, and I call him a friend. Call Coleman Vision at 505-821-8880. See more testimonials and schedule your free consultation at colemanvision.com.
Talking about
Betting for the sports
I
animal.
don't like him.
Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred.
Mike is hot.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back live at Sadie's on 4th. Van, you at the YMCA this morning?
Almost every morning.
That's not what I asked.
I start my days at the YMCA, baby.
Yeah, but I know you didn't hit it this morning because you were too tired from celebrity
It
soccer.
was St. Patty's Day hangover day. Of course, I didn't go to the gym.
Jay Cassio with us live at Sadie's on 4th. And joining us on the Sports Animal Hotline, friend of the show and local arena soccer enthusiast. First time friend of the show, Mayor Greg Hall. Greg Hall, welcome to the program. How are you?
Hey, Fred. How are you today? Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, thanks, brother. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for running up and down at halftime with us during the Runners game yesterday. We talk about the New Mexico Runners a ton. What does it mean to the city of Rio Rancho to have a New Mexico-based business so proudly representing the city?
Oh, it means the world to us because it really gives us something to focus on as a community. It gives us a rallying point when we see a great local team like the Runners, and how they're so integrated in the community, and how they're just out there trying to bring everybody together around sports. Which we've got a lot of sports enthusiasts right here in Rio Rancho, so. What better way to bring everybody together than a great sports team like the New Mexico Runners?
Greg, thanks for everything you do for Rio Rancho and surrounding areas. And I'd like to tell you congratulations on being the second biggest city in New Mexico now. Overtaking Las Cruces, baby.
Well, I don't know if you've seen something that I haven't. I don't know if we're officially there yet. I mean, the numbers say we are, but until I actually get an official census deal, but we're getting very close, if not already there. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, well, I said it out loud, so it's obviously very true.
There you go. There you go.
The last time,
absolutely. Well, hey, we'll take it if we can get it.
The last time, Greg, that the UNM Lobos have been this successful was 2014 when you were elected as mayor of Rio Rancho. It's kind of fun, like the history. Oh, I lost you for a second. I'm sorry. The history between that time, there's been so much growth, not just in Rio Rancho, but in athletics here in the surrounding area. I mean, how much pride is over there at the City Hall office? How much pride is going on in the city of Rio Rancho for this Lobo men's basketball team?
You know, we've got a lot of Lobos fans up here in Rio Rancho. We're very proud of them. We had a lot of people cheering them on. It was really great to see them win the other night and get, now being, part of March Madness. I think it's fantastic, and there is a lot of excitement around it. Because once again, we got a lot of Lobos that live in Rio Rancho.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about Rio Rancho itself, Greg. Such an appealing place for businesses to come to. Your population's growing all the time. What sets Rio Rancho apart from your Albuquerques, your Santa Fe's, your Bernalios?
Well, there's a lot of things that set us apart. As a community, we were really formed as a tight-knit community back in the '60s. That's where it all started when Rio Rancho first started becoming a city. When people were just building out here, and you'd look up on the mesa, and man, those guys are crazy building houses up there. And then in the '80s, of course, we became a city in 1981. We're only 43 years old as a community, and I like to remind people, as far as city ages go, that puts us about being a tweenager. And so when you think about the growth that's happened out here in just 43 years, it's a lot to be proud of. But there's always been a really great community spirit up here. People came up here and they all had a mindset of working together to create something different in New Mexico. And then not long after that, you have the vision of the school district, creating your own school district. And as you know, Fred, we've got a lot of awesome athletes that come out of Rio Rancho. When I say Rio Rancho, I mean both Rio Rancho and Cleveland high schools, of course. But just out of the city in general, we've seen a lot of really, really great athletes come out of Rio Rancho. And there's just a lot to be proud of. When the school district was formed in, I think it was 91, they just set their sights on operational excellence and doing the best we possibly could for our kids. And we're a community where people get together and they pitch in and we work together to really create something quite unique up here. And because of it, we're heavily invested not only in our children and making sure that they have the best education possible here in New Mexico. We also want to make sure that we're fostering their talents to help them be as successful as they possibly can be. And bringing all that together, it really starts to pull together a sense of community. Well, myself, living up here for years, we were heavily involved in the Apple and all the youth sports to try to get our kids, to see what they wanted to do, right? So that it all comes together as a really great equation.
So the obvious question, I think, in all the listeners' minds, the friends of the show, is by identifying one as superior and one as inferior, who was the better athlete at celebrity soccer yesterday, me or Van, and why was it not Jay Block?
Okay, well, because Jay Block beats up on little girls. I'm just kidding. Between you and Van, I don't know, Fred. I got to go with you. We were. Lord. I'm sorry. You were rocking it, carrying a phone around. You were live streaming and still managing to run up and down the field. Now I don't know if Van was doing that, but you know, I was kind of keeping an eye on you because you were a teammate. But you were out there rocking the live feed. You know, keeping everybody informed of what was going on, and quite frankly, how bad we were losing.
Greg Hall joining us. He's the mayor of Rio Rancho. The runner season wraps. The gladiator season about to start, my friend. They're at home on the 23rd. What, you doing like the opening kickoff? What's going on out there at the Rio Rancho Event Center?
You know, I'm not sure if I'm going to make. I should be out there for the opening kickoff. I always try to be out there. It obviously depends on my schedule. We're always excited when they kick off a new season, and we're there to support as well, to try to make sure that we get as many people out to the game, get as many people involved as we possibly can, and just build that community spirit. You know, as you know, Fred, and as a lot of people know, when it comes to sports up at the Rio Rancho Event Center, getting awareness and attention to what's going on out there has always been a little bit difficult. But we're starting to see an uptick in interest and a lot more people starting to participate out there. So we're really excited about what we're seeing and the way that the venue is growing and the support we're starting to really see, not only from the Rio Rancho community, but from Albuquerque as well. That, you know, Albuquerque, there's always been this perception that when you're out at Rio Rancho, it's just all the way out there, all the way out there, all the way out there. But, you know, in truth, people are starting to realize we're really not that far out here. And the event center has become a lot easier to get to with some of the connections that we put in. So I think there's a lot more interest in getting out here and being a part of some of these great things that are happening in Rio Rancho.
Hey, look, put on your Apple CarPlay, go through your library on your phone, hit mom, call your mom, and before you know it, boom, you're at the Rio Rancho Event Center.
It's a proven tactic.
Exactly.
Greg Hall, not a winner last night in celebrity soccer, but a winner right here on this show. Thank you so very much, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all you do. Thanks for having me on the show, and I look forward to coming back on the show in the future so we can talk more about the amazing things that are happening out in Rio Rancho.
Got to get you out here to Sadie's. That conversation is best over
I thought we were going to talk about Sadie's since you were there, because you need to tell them we're very encouraged about the fact that they've purchased land in Rio Rancho, and there's a lot of excitement about them possibly bringing a Sadie's right here to the city of Vision. We want to make sure they know that we love them and we want them, and don't just tease us by buying land, but let's get her done.
Hot takes and hotter salsa. That's Greg Hall in the combination of Sadie's. Greg, thank you so much, brother.
All right, take it easy. Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
Thanks, Greg.
What a nice dude.
He's a real dude.
I like at the end, because that's obviously known. Hey, Marie, will you kill that phone? It's echoing on me. You know, the thing to me that I like so much about that final plug is Greg, like, very much is plugged into what's going on.
Right.
Like, it's not just a figurehead situation. If you know Rio Rancho's managed its districts, there's city councilmen, there's all that stuff. But you got to have somebody out in front. I mean, you just have to. And he being at that soccer game yesterday, and I love the runners, but what's our real number of people that were there yesterday? 500, maybe 500 people? And it's a Saturday. The Lobos are playing. Or a Sunday, excuse me. It's a Sunday. It's St. Patty's Day. There's a ton going on. There's anywhere in the world Greg could have been. He's hanging out with you and I and Pitbull and all these guys as we're just enjoying.
Right.
Just enjoying the community that's Rio Rancho. So thank you to he. Thank you to Andres Trujillo and the New Mexico Runners for having us out and participating. Jake, you weren't there. But Van and I live streamed the entire thing.
I saw the clip you posted on Talk ABQ's Instagram.
It was so
and
we had a lot of fun.
Your headband was killing it, man.
Van stole all of the photo accoutrement. There was like a photo booth, like a St. Patty's themed one. Van went in there and raided it, came out arms full, and gave like me and him and the 8-year-old in my life like all this like St. Patty's Day stuff. And we looked fools out there. It was perfect.
That's the best way to do it.
Van played in blue jeans.
Skinny boys too.
Yeah, skinny jeans and Jordans.
It was not healthy.
I did a scored a goal and did a Brandy Chastain slide. And
Okay.
sprained my knee and then went over a wall and made some kids laugh. It was an absolute blast.
You score any points?
So I had a big assist. So
Okay.
So I shot a real soft assist to the 8-year-old in my life, and she put one in the back of the net, and the whole arena erupted.
Yeah,
you
it was
never
awesome.
heard so many people cheer so loud at the middle. And I was part of the deal was I was like, yeah, we'll play in the game. I'm bringing the 8-year-old in my life. That way, she can actually run and do all this stuff, and I'll just live stream this thing. It was a lot of fun. So thank you today for including us. I know the United have some similar stuff planned. I mean, there's no way the Ice Topes will do anything cool like that, but we'll definitely get out and interact every time we can with the community because it's a big deal to us. It's a super big deal. We'll step away to come back. Is there more NFL news, or can I go back to the tournament? The only thing that matters.
Why not both?
NFL and tournament whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This message is brought to you
Clear.
by the Department of Game and Fish. TJ Trout here, and spring fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to go buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
Traffic right now. We do have that crash cleanup continuing northbound I-25. That crash is, as you approach Lomas, it's affecting your right lane. So get over to the left to get around that. You're going to see slowdown starting back around Gibson. So be careful in that area. Traffic continues to move very slow westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Coors. We did have that earlier crash near Rio Grande. Watch yourself in that area. Also, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano now. Those river crossings all moving up to speed.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is coming.
All six, three, buries it.
And 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal, has a million reasons to fill out a bracket with us. The $1 Million Bracket Challenge.
No timeouts.
Brought to you by Sandia Resort and Casino. Close to home, far from ordinary.
For the win!
Brush up on your college basketball picks and fill out your $1 Million Bracket on sportsanimалabq.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the
Hey,
vaccine.
Marie, pull up the
Side
Texas
effects
V
include
uniform.
pain and swelling at the injection, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Over the years, LearnerRowe has helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars for their injuries. What does that mean to you when you're looking to have the experience, but the proven
or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all.
Here you go.
Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports.
Mike is hot.
And AM 610, the sports animal.
Hey, Murray, Jake Cassio gave us breaking news during the break. During the break, he broke news. There was breaking. The news broke breakingly. All right, we were at break, and there was news. It was the break's news.
I broke news.
Okay, during the break.
Yeah.
News has been broken. Jake?
The Houston Texans have unveiled some new uniforms.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got leaked on Reddit.
Hey, Murray, have you seen these?
No, I haven't.
All right, pull those up, please, if you have a computer in front of you where you can. Well, I'll start, boys. These jerseys look like arena football.
The numbers are awful.
Let me look at it.
The numbers remind me of those really ugly Tampa Bay Buccaneers jerseys they had like 6-7 years ago.
The alarm clock jerseys. Yeah, those were awful too.
And I'm curious to know if the NFL just recycles uniform design guys to make uniforms. And the guy who did the Tampa Bay one had to have done this one because they're both drunk doing those numbers.
How different is it from their old jerseys? How is this new?
From the current one or the old one?
The numbers were red on the white jersey.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
not the biggest change.
No,
I look
and
at
it says
the
Houston.
navy blue looks darker as well. Is that just the lighting?
Yeah, the lighting, the picture isn't great.
Yeah,
You don't really get a full set. Like
So
one
you guys are screwing up. Go to their official Twitter and look at the official one, Texas.
with
the
Tank
Texans.
Dell and Nico Collins. Yeah.
So that one's going to clear up all your blurry eyes, Van. So these look like they're made for 14-year-old fans. These remind me of the Utah Jazz basketball neon green.
Okay, no, first off, those are sweet. I like those a lot.
There's no H-Town blue in any of this. This doesn't have Houston Oilers blue. Which
Well,
they
they're
should have
waiting
ripped.
to unveil those ones
What does that mean?
because they're going to do 4 jerseys this year, and one of them's going to have H-Town blue in it.
Where are you going to feature that color on this? Because this is like just a white deal, and then it has what do you guys want to call these? A tooth on the shoulder? I don't know.
Shoulder horns?
Yeah. Oh, that would make sense. Texans. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bullhorn.
All right, I'll buy into shoulder
bull
horns.
horns on the shoulder.
Well, they had bull horns before, but they were lateral instead of horizontal.
They're not good. They're not currently good. I will tell you that.
They're just belligerently average. Like they're trying to do something with the numbers, and it does not hit. The jerseys themselves, fine.
It's like they're trying
pants, fine.
They're trying
That's fine.
I think it's an upgrade from last year.
It looks the shoulder to me looks like a long Nike swoosh that was drawn by a child.
That was the original Nike swoosh, actually.
It's not good. It's not good at all. I say take it back. Also, do anything with the pants. Also, you didn't do anything with the helmet. Why keep the same helmet? Is there like a helmet rule I don't know about?
Well, you can have 2 helmets. They have the red one from last year, and I think they'll be bringing that back.
This
which is a
current
sick
one,
look.
this one's booty. This is the same helmet. Looks zero change. The shoulders are just like they got like a B cup on the side. Nothing on the pants. I mean, at least give them Argyle socks or something to stand out. This stuff sucks.
Yeah, they quoted it as saying they wanted to create a timeless look.
Those numbers are not timeless. Those numbers are awful. The jerseys themselves have no problem with. They're fine. I like the bullhorn going across the shoulder instead of down the shoulder. I think that looks nicer. But it's like it's nothing. It's like not a big change. It's not a smart change. It's not a good change. It's just changing for the sake of changing, I guess.
I'm just glad I got my CJ Stroud jersey not in this uniform combination.
If you're leaning into the bull thing, the horns, you tell me bull, what do I immediately think? Something wild. These jerseys, not wild. These are the opposite of a bull. These jerseys are China shop. Like there's nothing here that is bullish about this. These are boring-ish.
Well, it's because Nike's just gone downhill with uniforms just in general. They're not doing a good job.
I think the jerseys and uniforms that Nike actually makes are fine. The Fanatics ones that took over baseball this year are awful. These are leaning more like those.
You don't like the MLB pants?
I mean, do you like seeing dong all the time?
You're talking about two different things, though. You're talking about like apples and oranges. Because if you sit here and tell me that like Baylor hasn't had great stuff or Oregon hasn't had great stuff,
they do good college uniforms.
well, it's the same sport, brother. Like if you're going to compare baseball to this, I mean, miss me with telling me I'm not comparing college football to pro football. Like what I'm telling you is there's a way to do this that is better than the way it's being done, and this is simple sauce. This is soy sauce. There's nothing excited about this thing, and especially if you're trying to, because in all these player photos, which, by the way, Boomer out here is going to hate this because all these bullhorn hand signals look like gang signs, which you can miss me with in every photo. I'm not into the middle finger.
The people of Houston are going to love it.
I don't know, dude. Not fan of football. Fan of football won't care for this stuff.
They're trying to integrate non-football fans.
This is not the business.
That's like what Atlanta's trying to do. They're trying to get everybody that's not a diehard, sports fan to get into it. The people that are more into the rap scene.
The culture, right. Yeah, I get it. Also, I don't need your name on the front of a jersey. Maybe I'm like weird in that way.
But like it says
Houston over the numbers. Like I don't need that in football. Just the number.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to have either your team name on the jersey when you're on the road and the name of your team when you're at home. That's pretty classic standard. But they're just not great. Again, I will say the jerseys are fine. But they're benign. It's like they're trying to ride the fine line in between having like an old school classic NFL jersey look and a modern new Oregon, Maryland kind of vibe. And they just missed on both. Also, I applaud them for trying. Like, I like the modern look of jerseys. Like, give me all the Seahawks. I love that stuff. I love the Titans. Like, I like the modern look. If you're not one of the old school, original, been around since the merger teams, and
you got to make your identity.
For sure. Yeah, I like when you stand out. I like when you look different. But this one's a miss.
Well, they better like these jerseys because they're stuck with them for 4 years.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to think, do the Raiders have it on front? I don't think they do, right, on the away jersey? I'm trying to think of some iconic ones. I don't think Green Bay does.
No. All the old teams don't.
Buffalo doesn't.
Dallas doesn't. Buffalo doesn't.
I think Minnesota does.
Yeah, so do the Ravens, so do the Eagles.
Yeah.
And the Texans did it last year, but I think it said Texans. I might be wrong.
Texans, yeah.
I think the home jerseys had Texans and the away jerseys had Houston.
The Buccaneers say it, and Seattle definitely doesn't because they have all the way up to the neckline numbers, which I think is too high, but it's its own look in its own way. Carolina definitely does not. I don't think Los Angeles Chargers do. Detroit definitely doesn't. I don't know. I think there's something classy about not doing it. Also, that's just weird personal preference.
I think just all sports numbers have to just be the exact same font. It makes it too complicated.
Nah, I think I like a little creativity and originality if it's done right.
Yeah, there's some really good ones too, though. There's Miami has really good numbers. Like obviously, the most obvious one is Las Vegas. The Raiders have the best ones.
It's hard to mess up silver and black.
Yeah, but there are stupid ones like the old Philadelphia ones that were like round.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, these are the new Rams ones. Like the $99 jerseys just look soft.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know who does do the name the best off the top of my head is Atlanta because they do the ATL.
Yeah,
I'm like that's kind of cool.
Strong.
And why don't you just go with like upper chest pad? Like give me a thing. Give me a thing.
They should have just put H-Town.
Would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, or put the area code. Do something. Like get a little more creative.
Oh, area code. I don't think I've ever seen a team do an area code.
That'd be a cool.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be about the culture.
Like the City Connect jerseys for MLB, like giving a little flash.
Or do the whole
little panache.
Do the whole rear end logo. Like the 49ers do the logo. It says 49ers in the logo. And you're like, oh, that's okay. I don't hate that. Steelers do the chest, don't they?
Yeah, they have the chest logo.
That thing's sweet. I'm into that. Some of it's done well. The Houston Texans, they're not it.
They're mid.
Yeah, also the Bills does say Bills on the chest. So that's I guess a cool look for them. Huh. We'll get back to the tournament when we get back. Live from Sadie's on 4th. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
4 minutes.
We're going the Lakers. We're going to win the West. Me neither. Except about 10 seconds ago, the Car Flag Nation was all about it. Then the car flags went back into storage, and out came the torches and the pitchforks for you-know-who, head coach Darvin Ham. Listen, I'm not saying that Darv is exactly lighting the world on fire, and I'm not going to sit here and say that he's the second coming of Pop or Phillip or Larry Brown. But man, does Laker fan hate this guy.
The Jim Rome Show, weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Spring is here. That means long car trips that might not be very friendly to your vehicle. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at On the Spot Automotive Detailing, awarded Best of the City because they know what it takes when it comes to professional restoration and cleaning for your vehicle. Keep the dirt and mud out this spring and call On the Spot. They'll detail your car wherever and whenever it's convenient. They also offer window tint vehicle. Book today at otsdetailing.com. That's otsdetailing.com.
With every other attorney out there claiming to be the right attorney for you, it's time we look at the facts. Lerner & Rowe has helped over 100,000
There's a fan trying to wave you.
for their injuries. We've recovered
Where?
It's that girl behind Van. I didn't get her name. She seemed nice.
alone.
Oh, what was it?
Lerner & Rowe, then there's everybody else. In a wreck, need a check.
544-4444. Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Head over to Hulu this March, where our new shows and movies
What's
will
that?
keep you streaming.
What was her name?
Gloria.
Catch the award
Gloria?
Yeah, she seems nice.
starring
She's
Emma
like super
Stone,
pretty.
Mark Ruffalo, and Willem Dafoe. Check out the new documentary, Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told, about the iconic Atlanta street party. And don't miss FX's Shogun, a reimagining of the epic tale starring Anna Sawai. So, what are you waiting for? Go stream something new on Hulu.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy happiness. But money did buy your boat, where you find peace fishing, unlike at home with 3 teenage daughters. Because fish never argue about who stole whose crop top, or get mad the other fish used up all the hot water. No, they just swim around, never embarrassed to be seen with you in public. So save money by bundling your boat or RV insurance with home or auto from Progressive. And buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers, not available in all states.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. To move closer to family, live within a smaller budget, or just wanting a change of scenery. Whatever your reasons, having to figure out all the various housing market trends in your area may not be what you signed up for. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in. Realtors have the expertise to help you find the right price and navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
I do like
Nothing slows my little girl
I
down.
really like a mom who's like
Except the
trying for
stuffy
their
nose.
kids.
Mommy. That's
You
why
know,
I use
unlike our
Sinex Children's
parents.
Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex?
Yeah, that
Breathe.
was so funny.
Her
Mine
stuffy
tried to,
nose
like,
is gone for now.
purposefully,
And
to their
so is she.
advantage, tried to sabotage
Sinex
me.
Children's Saline.
They tried to do it
Sinex,
wrong.
breathe.
It worked. They taught me words
Uses
that were
directed
fake,
keep out reach of children.
Elevate
trying to
your
get in my
outdoor
way.
living space this year using
Actively made
stone.
me dislike
Tanside has developed stone decking, crafted without any plastic composite material
not
to
far at all.
redefine durability. Visit Tanside.com to see how stone decking doesn't scratch, stays cooler, isn't slippery, and has all the
These,
durability
these
you would
pro
expect
wrestlers I
from
have
stone, which is
will
why it's
post
guaranteed
things like
for life. At
that they think are
Tanside.com, you will
so
see how we
inspirational
develop
on
stone
social
to
media.
easily
They'll
transform
get, like,
any
one like.
ordinary wood deck.
I'm like,
You can
oh.
even make your
30
Boys.
seconds.
for
Show
a
me
dry
the latest
space
example.
below. Personal
Not on air.
and adaptable.
Just give me
Tanside
like-
is
show
perfect
me.
for decks,
All right,
stairs, over concrete, or ground applications. Visit Tanside.com to start planning your project with a free 3D design and construction plan tailored to your space. Order a sample today to witness the incredible beauty and durability firsthand at
Like, what are you fishing for?
Tanside.com. That's TANZITE.com.
The Sports Animal is now 27 years
that up.
old. What we're saying is, it's
Pull your
now
microphone up.
not creepy to tell us how
There you
good
go.
we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of station.
Here you go.
All right, guys, I got to make some quick cash, okay?
Call J.G. Wentworth.
It's my money and I need it now.
I gotta make some quick cash, boys. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where should I put my money in the first round? What's my biggest upset?
Well, yeah, what's your favorite upset?
What's my favorite upset?
I like
first
McNeese.
round? Who?
You mean to win?
Yeah.
Me too. That's one of my upsets as well.
Really? McNeese over the Zags?
Zags are frauds.
You're crazy, man.
I also really like Long Beach State.
Yo, you guys aren't saying the right thing.
I really like the Lobos.
That's not an upset.
Yeah, they're a favorite.
They're a favorite.
No,
James Madison.
I like that too.
I like James Madison.
Guys, that's not the answer.
Grand Canyon.
Yes, let's
Okay.
go.
Okay,
I also like Grand Canyon.
Lope it up.
Guys, I think I can make some fast cash.
There's a chance. They're not bad.
They're not bad.
They got size.
They got talent.
They have Power 5 size.
St. Mary's is booty. They were gifted a number 5. There's crappy as San Diego State. Let's go, Grant. You put Grand Canyon for San Diego State, they whoop them. They might even score a basket.
I can get behind both James Madison and Grand Canyon. I don't feel like there's going to be a ton of upsets this year. I think chalk will represent the higher seeds in most cases. Hold up their end of the bargain.
The lowest advancing seed I have is Grand Canyon at a 12. I'm not messing with 13s, 14s, 15s, or 16s. They're all locks. They're all losers. They're all out. I get into...
Yeah, I'm with you. I think now that I look at my bracket, I think James Madison and Grand Canyon, only two I got.
In the only 11s I got to do anything, I got NC State upsetting Texas Tech because reasons.
Yeah.
And then I got the Lobos ranked at 11, but even by the time they get through Clemson, Baylor, and Arizona to play Alabama in the Elite Eight, which is going to happen, that's a fact, they're not going to be statistically not favored because they're better than all those teams.
Duquesne, too. I like them a lot against BYU.
Who's Duquesne?
They're the 11th seed in the East section.
Okay. I don't like that one.
I would like Oakland if they weren't going up against Kentucky. And Kentucky's having a down year, but
Oakland
they're
of Detroit.
loaded. They're loaded.
Get a good radio program out there.
I also like Morehead State.
Yeah, they can go. But it's only Grand Canyon boys. I can't get in. I can't get behind any of them really.
So you're going with your Cougars over Drake then?
I got Drake.
I'm going my Cougars over Drake. It's going to be tough for them against Iowa State.
Really tough.
It's going to be some tough.
Iowa State to the Elite Eight to lose to UConn.
But maybe the ghost of Mike Leach will come down and bless this basketball program.
It'd be a fun thing for me if Washington State could play Illinois in the 16, and I have one of those fun, like, where I'm from and where I went. Like, those are fun little sports things. But I think Washington State can handle Drake. I think they will struggle with Iowa State, and Iowa State will go on to play, I believe, Illinois, who will get past, obviously, Morehead State and BYU.
And don't count out Charleston either against Alabama.
You really feel that way?
Bama is a really good offensive team. They just can't play defense to save their life. Charleston is a very good 3-and-D team.
Yeah, that's a trap game for sure.
Oh, it's just such an easy path for Alabama because you could beat up Charleston easy. You can beat up Grand Canyon easy. And then by the time you get to Mississippi State in the 16, your boys in theory are relatively ready to go. That's assuming Mississippi State gets past UNC, which you guys don't think will happen.
No.
Oh, I don't hate that, though.
And then another sleeper I really like. This is my second favorite one. Samford over Kansas.
Kansas is very beatable. Very beatable. If they're healthy, I could see Kansas going to the Final Four. If they're not healthy, I could see Kansas losing their first or second game.
Samford has some of the best pace of play in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kansas, if they get past Samford, could lose to a groggy Gonzaga, which would give Gonzaga another falsely inflated postseason run
Right.
where they will lose to Purdue. Because I think, this is my opinion on conspiracy, Freddie, I think the bracket sets it up for Gonzaga's success because they keep that fan base of the Northwest. But now that Washington State's there, maybe they won't care as much. Maybe they won't help them.
Right.
Washington State is plus 14,000 to win it all.
Take it.
Please go put money on.
$5.
Let's go, Cougs.
$1.
$1.
I believe the 5 is the minimum.
Gonzaga's
Where we
plus
do our
6,000.
gambling.
I have so much change in my center console.
Sure. I'll get you 2 bets.
Yeah, just take that to the kiosk and you're good.
Can you guys imagine me? Can you imagine me if I put $100 on Washington State at plus 14,000 and they're somehow playing UConn in the Elite Eight and they're somehow playing Alabama in the Final Four and they're somehow playing Purdue in the championship, and I'm just like scraping like yeast off my own tongue because I'm not like taking care of myself physically.
See, the best thing you could do in that situation is find somebody out of state where FanDuel is legal, and then you can cash and hedge your bet before it happens.
Are you telling me to what? Am I breaking a law?
No.
No, you're not breaking a law. You can just cash out your bet and win some of your money back.
No. If they make it to the championship, I have to ride this high. Because if I lose out of my $100, I don't super care.
But you would make a couple thousand
instead of wasting the precious $100. You just pick up the bar tab while we're watching March Madness instead. If you want to waste $100, can you do it for other people's benefit, please?
Listen, I'm sorry that you two didn't have the college experience I had.
I had a great college experience.
Same. It was so good I dropped out.
Wasn't the same one I had.
Yeah.
My fraternity got kicked off campus. It was fun.
Stop telling us how you're part of a cult. Every day with this cult stuff.
Nothing wrong with a cult.
One that would have you. There's something wrong with a cult that would have you.
See, if things went and further progressed, my charisma would make me the most fearless, charismatic leader.
Of what?
A cult? Anyone?
No.
That's the most dangerous person to have as a leader, is a charismatic one.
That is not.
The Lobos are plus 10,000 to win it all.
If the Lobos play Washington State in the Final Four, the Lobos are in trouble.
What are the odds just to win 2 games and make it to the Sweet 16 for the first time? What are those odds?
Let's look at those odds.
Hey, I'm going to be the biggest Colgate fan.
Ooh, here we go.
Thank God you have a dentistry.
Team to reach Sweet 16.
Say that again?
They do have a bet like that. Let me look up.
Okay, thank you.
And like it doesn't matter who they beat to get there because that's kind of a fun bet too.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're only rooting for one.
New Mexico's plus 240.
To do
Plus
what?
240 to get to the Sweet 16.
Plus 240.
Okay.
I'll put 100 down on it.
Sure.
Make like.
I think they're going to the Elite Eight, boys. Like this is not even a punchline. And I think Nevada beats Arizona to get there, and you have the greatest story in New Mexico sports history being told in the Sweet 16.
Maybe Dayton can beat Arizona. I don't think Nevada can.
I'm telling you, it's all about the trapezoid of excellence. Only those teams are going to have a chance of winning it.
New Mexico's plus 800 to make it to the Elite Eight.
Plus Elite 800?
Yes.
Would you like an update on the trapezoid here, Fred?
Oh, yes, I do.
Pretty
Okay.
please.
So we got Houston.
Boom.
UConn.
Boom.
Bet on
Iowa
them.
State.
Boom.
Duke is a fringe trapezoid team.
Okay.
Purdue. Gonzaga's in it. Auburn. Tennessee. And then your Fighting Illini are a fringe trapezoid team.
Ooh.
Very good.
Can you send that to me, Jake?
I will.
The Fighting Illinoisians. That's how you say it.
ILL. INI.
Illinois.
The Illini, they're
The Illini's.
it's named after the tribe there.
Mhm.
It was a tribe.
Oh, really?
The Illini. Pretty prominent. in the
Is that
area.
why it's called Illinois?
Good Lord.
Illinois.
Illinois.
The S is silent.
then take it off.
Their S is silent and their pizza is deep.
That's Chicago, and Cook County stands different. We've been through this a million times.
Chicago is Illinois.
This is
Thank you.
That's like, it's not accurate. That's
I
like
don't
saying-
think I could name one other town in Illinois.
Yes, you could.
No, I can't.
Well, I can for sure.
You know I'm from
Springfield.
Oh, that's where the Simpsons live.
No, there's a Springfield in every state of the union. You can't miss.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. We wrap up the week whenever we get back. The Sports Animal.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the
Clear.
with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
A lot can
I
happen
wasn't
between
listening, what?
falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in
That's
your
the
new home
defensive
for the
end.
first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
When choosing a lawyer after a car wreck, you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Lerner Rose stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results, helping over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When it comes to
Man, will you
reputation,
do me a
we have
favor and
thousands
shake
of
the
5-star
table less?
reviews. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Can get you more. 44.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Uri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Texting privacy policy, terms and conditions. Recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase, but is waived if paid within promotional period. Put window appointment now.
Homeowners, do you
and
know when to
beggars went
replace
to
your windows feeling
McDonald's
too hot?
after the soccer game
Yes,
on
spending
Sunday.
too much in expensive
And I was
energy
wearing my
literally
runner's
goes out the
jersey
window.
and
It's
athletic
time to
pants.
replace. And right now, you
And I
can
was
get a
real
free
worried
window
with how
consultation
dirtbag I
and free
looked.
price quote for renewal by Anderson. Plus, with our March
Yeah, I was
31
wearing
day
like a
sales
sports
event, you can
jersey and
save
athletic pants in public.
$377 off every
And I was
window
like,
and $777 off every door when you buy
feels
4 or
like?
more units. Just
Like-
text MAKE to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for no dollars down, no monthly payments, and no interest for dime for an entire year. Text MAKE to 200-300 to save $377 off every
Hey,
window and
will you do me a favor and tell me what
$777
it's
off
like to
every
be the
door
fourth
when you buy
grade tug
4
of
or
war
more
champion?
units. Hurry, this incredible 31-day
Being the
sales
fourth
offer is
grade tug
only
of
in
war
March.
champion?
Text MAKE to 200-300. Text the word MAKE to 200-300. MAKE to 200-300.
When a cold keeps you up, try NyQuil Severe Honey Flavor. The nighttime, sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste to give your body the rest it
What
needs
did your friends
to
cost
get
in
that
college?
cold gone. Wake up refreshed, feeling relieved. That flavor of NyQuil Severe Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey flavor. Use as directed. Keep out of work.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Kevin.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation,
This is the radio
Covenant
bit
House
to
is
save
there.
you.
To learn more,
Like, why
go
are you
to
doing this on air?
safeplacetosleep.org today.
Do you have an invention idea? But
No, you're right. I did not directly
Not
ask
today.
this question.
We have representatives nationwide. Your invention. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's
Yes, and is the hardest thing in the world for no
1-800-217-4380.
reason.
We've heard that immersing yourself in ice
Yeah,
cold
I might have been
baths
gay for being in a fraternity, but I didn't
and
pay
that's
their
great
gay
when
asses.
it's on purpose.
That's all you gotta say.
Otherwise, chili surprises are no bueno.
Daniel's tankless water heater systems give you unlimited hot water with guaranteed satisfaction and free estimates on replacements and installs. Call Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today and enjoy unlimited hot water with a
I
tankless
won't
water
enter my
heater.
team until you
Daniel's,
remind me on Thursday.
898-8860. That's 898-8860.
So you remind me on Wednesday.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Tuesday
There
on
we
the
go.
opening drive. Not sure you heard, but the town's going nuts. The Lobos are in the NCAA tournament. Former Lobo great Kenny Thomas will let you know how he feels.
You go.
Start at 7 a.m.
Say what you gonna say. Play what you gonna play. Oh, it's easy. Do what you gonna do. Say what you gonna
We got 30 minutes tomorrow. We got 30 minutes on Wednesday. We'll preview both of those games. That'll be fine. The Lobos game is Friday in the 1 o'clock hour. Depending upon how the tournament plays out, you guys know how that works. There's a bunch of places you can go. Go to Sadie's, go to Rio Bravo, do that thing. Maybe the station will end up running some last-minute thing for somewhere. I don't know. We're not part of it. Here's what I'm telling you. Lobos fans, call off work. Take your kid out of school. Be with your people.
Sure.
Because this is basically the Aurora Borealis here. This thing never happens. This is once every 10 years you get a chance to actually drink the Kool-Aid that is March Madness. And don't overreact when they win. Act like they were supposed to. And don't overreact if they lose. Be glad that they were there. And ride this energy to its fullest and celebrate and tell your boss to forget you exist on Friday.
I am 100% on board. And friends of the show, if you need a doctor's letter, I played a doctor on a television program over 15 years ago. I will write you a note. I will tell your boss, if he's not nice enough to let you off,
dear sir, madam,
I will tell your boss that you have inter-illness here. You can have the corvids if you want a few days off.
It's the one I would
you could
not
have
pick.
you could have strep throat, maybe. You could have the flu. Any disease that you want, I will write down on a piece of paper, and I will scribble a incomprehensible autograph on there for you, and then you hand it to your boss, and you hang out and drink with us all day.
What's your clinic called?
Durbits and Durbits Enterprises.
I would go there.
Sure. There's only
It
one
sounds
guy.
like an office clinic, like a medical clinic that does like insurance fraud and embezzlement on the side.
We do law as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Unlicensed.
Real estate?
Of course.
And piercings.
Real estate law.
And tattoos.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Hey, Marie, what is your Friday plan? Oh, you're doing conservative talk during the Lobo game.
No, it's at 1 o'clock when I do conservative talk, so we are not on air. The Lobos are on KKOB.
Ooh. So A. Marie gets to watch the game.
Yes.
And you've never watched your Lobos play in the March Madness.
Yes, I have.
No, you were in New York at that time. It didn't count. You weren't really a Lobos
You know
fan
what's
then.
so funny? I will never forget this moment. It's when they lost to Harvard.
Sucked.
And I went to the closest sports bar to my apartment, and I was like, hey, because it's always on like True TV or something. I was like, hey, can you put the Lobo game on? And they were like, no. I was like, okay, thanks.
Dang.
I
Straight
know.
up said no?
No love in Manhattan.
That was 2013.
Was it a
Yeah.
soccer bar?
No, it just, they had all the, like, it was just, I was like, fine.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost the nerds.
They
back to
didn't
back.
understand, though.
No, they did. Harvard won. They totally got it.
No.
No one wants to watch Harvard.
Yeah. If you are a Lobo fan who on Friday is going to tell everyone about the rich history and celebratory nature of this program and how great it is, please shut up. Live
I'll be watching
only
it.
in this moment.
At 377 Brewery.
Oh, okay. I'll be watching A. Marie take drinks that I buy her. I don't know what that meant. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
I just need Lobo fan to get in the moment. That's all I'm trying to say.
The whole city is going to be
Agreed.
in cherry and silver.
Hey, and
I
if you're a business owner, give your dudes a day off. You'll be a hero.
Yeah.
You're going to miss one day of work. You'll live. But you'll
What-
be a hero to your employees.
Tim Keller should just shut the city down for the day.
Well, we need bars to be open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone but bars.
Half of the voting base would love that, and half would hate it. Also, if he doesn't shut the city down, half of the voting base will love that. The other half will hate. He's never going to win. It's just the world of politics.
You just need that 1%. Not the 1%, just the extra 1%.
I was gonna say.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say.
He's not the guy. He's not trying to. Not going to get that. Not going to get the one. Boys, I'm going to take it in. I think primarily at home outside of the Lobo game. The Lobo game, you're going to catch me somewhere. I'm going to post on social media that day at TalkABQ. Every other one, though, comfort in my home.
Also to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need me at your house party?
Uh-huh.
What's your rate for house parties?
With or without van? Because it's cheaper with van.
Without.
It's not true whatsoever.
If I were to make an appearance at a house.
Like if I threw a house party.
Oh, with your friends? It'd be a ton. I would charge so much money.
Yeah, we'd price you out of it.
God, dude, I've met your friends. They're terrible.
We're just young.
Fred, you were once terrible and still kind of.
Today, when the microphone wasn't on, A-Marie said to me, I really appreciate the way you interact with people here. It's very altruistic. She said that to me.
I said.
Okay.
No, I said you're very honest.
Yeah, because one of our coworkers' dog had made a mess at the station, so I took a picture of it with my cell phone.
Fred's very on.
Well, all I'm saying is pick up the dog's mess. That's all I'm trying to say.
I said I appreciated that.
Do you think I was kind during this process, or do you think I was
No,
not?
I don't think you're ever kind to dogs.
At least you were honest.
I would be upset too, Fred.
Jake Cassio.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for having me, boys.
Hey, Marie, I guess we'll see you next week unless you are in Japan. Dan, final words?
Well, it's going to be a good week, boys. Have fun out there, Albuquerque. Stay safe. Go Lobos. And get all your recaps every morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you next week, Porque.
But also tomorrow on Wednesday, we're going like 30 minutes. You get the idea.
Clear.